Their all-digital platform makes it easy. They can even cover your closing costs. If you need cash now, Loan Pronto can get you up to 100% of your home value. You can pay off all your credit cards or other debt and save as much as $1,000 a month. Call Loan Pronto now at 904-999-1508 or get a 30-second rate quote at loanpronto.com. Ask about streamlined VA loans, no income doc, and no appraisal. Loan Pronto, 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
This month, Best Bet transforms into your ultimate pot of gold, dishing out over $600,000 in poker prize money across our Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine card rooms. Feeling lucky? Try your hand in an array of exciting card games, from 3-card poker, Texas Hold'em, Omaha, and many, many more. Best Bet, perfect for poker aficionados and casual players looking for a fun time with friends. Players must be 18 or older. For more information, visit bestbetjax.com. That's bestbetjax.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Open early and open late. Dailies is always there, making things easy for you to cruise in and cruise out. So hit Dailies cold case the next time you're craving a cold one. Bud Light by the case, plus plenty of singles to choose from. Corona, to the King of Beers, to Stella or a Natty. They're all cold at Dailies.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Coogan Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans. Go time on a Wednesday morning. Hump day, stump day. Get smart, John will do his best. We'll see what we got to offer at the plate today. Plenty on our plate, metaphorically, as we get you up and going here on a Wednesday morning. I say hello to my very captive audience out there, trapped between 4 car doors this morning. Maybe the windshield wiper is going to get going at some point today as well, but hope you're up and at 'em and off to a good start. I was thinking about this on the way in. Good morning, E.T. How are we, my friend?
Shot passe,
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
You're pretty smooth in there this morning, early. Yeah.
Man, you know, got to get your smooth on.
Got a profiler, so to speak. See, this is out with the old.
Out with the old and with the new.
And we're getting in with the new today. I don't. So I'm thinking about this new kickoff rule.
Oh, that's been on your mind.
It's now
We've been talking about that.
Well, I was thinking about it in this terms. Tell me the last time an NFL rule is going to jump out as differently as this one is when the season starts. This is a major shift. Since the first time you ever watched a football game, the kicker put it on the tee at back in the day, it used to be the 40.
Yeah.
You know, puts it on the tee. 10 dudes line up. 10 dudes stagger down the field to receive, right? Here's a line of 4, here's a line of 3, here's 2, here's a couple back here deep to receive. They kick the ball high in the air, and we are underway live from Everbank. And the ball floats some 60 yards, comes down, and here we go. 10 maniacs. It's like the scene from Braveheart sprinting down the field to try and decapitate an often very skilled return man. I mean, and that's just the reality of every single football game that you've watched for your whole life.
Yeah.
And it's just going to seem so strange in slow motion to watch the game start with the ball placed on the tee, with your line of defense all lined up in a row on the 40-yard line of the opponent, their receiving unit lined up at the 35-yard line, and nobody moves until the receiver touches the ball. It's going to be the visual. I just don't know. Maybe going for 2? Backing up the extra point, I guess? This is a major shift. I can just see all the mad scientists in the NFL headquarters going to work already today. They are breaking down that spring football film, and I know somebody's going to come up with something. Like, I wonder what the prop is when the season starts normally. I'm sure there is such a thing. If you can bet kickoffs return for touchdown, league-wide.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I wonder what it was to start. Is it? We don't get one a week, do we?
Oh, no.
So the over-under for
maybe 12, 15 a
fire
year?
Fire up your Google machine for me, E.T., and see if you can find, first with a simple search, and if not, maybe just have to go to the special team stats, but the number of kickoffs returned for touchdown in the NFL this year. And back to the projected part, I wonder what Vegas would typically project that at. Like, I'm with you, E. It seems like a 12 to 15 deal to me. I mean, that seems about right. That seems about the typical number that you would get in a year. I mean, well, think about in Jackson, their history have only had a handful, right? The history, so it might be less than that. Maybe like 6 or 8. And then I wonder what the projection would be this year with this new scheme in play. The idea, and listen, there are 2 things that aren't easy to do. Have more football plays, yet cause fewer injuries. But it's like both of those, wants are in play with this rules change, right? The kickoff has become kick it out of the end zone. There are fewer and fewer opportunities. It's not become a football play. It's just a waste of time. Let's go to commercial. And so in designing this setup, or in copying this designed setup, tip of the cap to the spring leagues. But in watching that design, they see that, okay, it can become a play again. Like the percentage of kickoffs that are returned is going to go way, way up. And yet the safety of the play, I will say this though, boys. Imagine this. Imagine if the first hip drop tackle call of the year comes on one of these, what now seems like a goofy kickoff formation. It's going to be interesting, and boy, for just flat out, it's going to take a little bit to get used to. I don't know about you. I'm going to watch a little of the spring ball, man. I'm going to watch the kickoffs, and then I'm going to turn it to golf or the Braves or whatever I might normally watch. But yeah, I'm going to check out this kickoff, and I just wonder with there is a big uptick in the athleticism from any of these spring leagues to what we're seeing in the NFL. There ain't no Devin Hester back there running back kicks this April. You hear me? What is that dude going to be able to do? What are these guys going to be able to draw up until we get a perfect idea, a bunch of reps as to how's this going to play out? How much time in training camp this year, by the way, do you now devote to this? More than typical special teams coverage? Boy, I would think. The Jags and the rest of the league will have to adjust to the 2 major rules changes. They added some more down there yesterday, by the way. They're going to give more power to the replay, take it up to the booth for things like roughing the quarterback. I like this. I mean, boy, we could be headed towards 4-hour games. They stop it for just about everything now, but it was that and a couple of other ones that are those have been typically framed as judgment calls where we're going to get a little bit the ability to get more clarity. And so the Jags, like the rest of the league, will be dealing with a new kickoff rule, be dealing with a hip drop tackle rule, and some other minor deals. I got much more from Doug Peterson that I want to dig into this hour from the owners' meetings in Orlando. I mean, we just scratched the surface yesterday. There's one thing that is resonating down there anytime you hear Doug Peterson talk. E.T. Doug Peterson, first of all, did you find anything?
No, I'm still digging.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Doug Peterson, can you give me cut 11 from down there in Orlando in his media scrum? This has been a common theme. I've heard Doug Peterson, meet the media 3 times, sometimes when prodded about this, and others it has just come up during the course of one of his answers. I don't know what this effect means. I don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent. I think any competitor, any professional, no matter your line of work, should and would care and would carry the scars of a business deal gone wrong. But if you are not over this collapse from 8-3 to out of the playoffs, you have company in the Jaguars head coach.
For me, it's not so much that loss as much as it is the last 6 games. When we were sitting there at 8-3 and we had everything going for us and right in front of us, I don't know if I'll ever get over it. I think for me, it's going to be my motivation, my fuel, moving forward. And I'm not going to let it cloud the vision, but at the same time, it's going to be close in my mind as I move forward with the team this spring.
All right, more from Peterson as an offshoot of that comment. Look, there's 2 ways to look at this. We've talked about this. I would argue that the Los Angeles Chargers never got over their collapse. They never got over it. Up 27-0 in the playoffs at Jacksonville, riding a wave of success with a good young quarterback, a bunch of stars on defense. The Chargers weren't positioned as some sort of just, little one-and-doneer. One of those teams that's going to bounce between 5-12 and 10-7. They didn't feel like that team, did they? Didn't the Chargers at halftime of the Jaguars game look like a team that was going to join the Bills and the Bengals?
Yeah, they look like a well-oiled
machine.
Right,
and they've been trending in that direction. And, buddy, that collapse here in Jacksonville, I'm sure they used that as fuel, too, and it blew right up. That blew up the whole engine. Now, they had injuries and other issues, but I'm just saying there's a difference in using something as motivation and just not escaping the failure, I guess. So it defines a lot of people. This is something you say to if you're coaching young ball players, something that many of you may say this spring, all right? It's not the mistake that you make that defines you. It's your response. Almost every single time. I mean, we all fail. We all make mistakes from small to big. And no matter what it feels like at the time or the immediate time after said mistake, inevitably how you are judged and what transpires from there is how you react to said mistake, as much or more than the errors that you have made. So we got more from the NFL owners meeting. He's going to football fix, and I'm going to concentrate some more on the Jaguars. Got some more mock drafts out. The mock drafts become a little more fun because we're getting closer and closer to the time to pull the trigger. I can tell you just from what I'm gleaning from what the thoughts are downtown to what they are telling you on some of these mocks, don't buy a mock that has the Jags going big man, big man. Don't do it. Receiver and cornerback are too much of a need as viewed within the franchise that they can afford to go offensive tackle, defensive tackle in rounds 1 and 2. Not that those positions won't be addressed. And my gosh, I guess if the unbelievable prospects fell to them at each spot, maybe they put off those corner and receiver needs till later. There's no receiver out there in free agency that's going to bolster this football team. There's just not one there. I'll Google machine myself here. Free agents still available. All right, this is about the latest. When is this produced for me? March 26th. That's pretty good. I think that was yesterday, no?
That was yesterday.
All right. Well, and doggone if I haven't gone to the Athletic, with whom I have no. I can just tell you who they have on their front page, though. Odell Beckham Jr., Josh Reynolds. That do anything for you? That make the Jags better?
Nope.
Josh Reynolds got a little bit of a Marvin Jones vibe. I'm not saying that another veteran receiver might put you in a better spot than, say, Elijah Cooks this early, right? But point is, you ain't getting no dominant number one, change the defense receiver in free agency at this point. That would come that would come via the draft at this point. So here's another top NFL free agent still left. Jadeveon Clowney's still out there, huh? Odell Beckham Jr. just does not do it for me, E. This would be about the 5th offseason in a row they've tried to sell me on Odell Beckham Jr. being a difference maker.
Nah. Difference maker? No.
What about Michael Thomas? They all have issues. Thomas has past production, but, man, it's been a while, buddy. So, but as a depth option, you could do worse. I'm looking here under Thomas at team fits. Texans fall in there. Boy, they seem to be a little younger and better at receiver than we do. I don't know. There's still some tackles, still some interior linemen. Bud Dupree off the edge. It's just not a lot out there, man. So, back to the point, something we knew before we even did the Google machine. The Jaguars, any uptick in the potential for dominance at the receiver position is going to have to come from the draft, at least when it comes to this offseason. It would certainly seem that way. So there's that. Let me tell you the most unsafe place in the world. It's not some crime-infested gangland in some foreign country. It's not the precipice of Mount Everest with no mountaineering gear keeping you intact. The most dangerous place in the world is not a plane that just lost its engines at cruising altitude. No, the most dangerous place in the world these days is about 15 points up on an NBA scoreboard. It don't seem to mean much. You might have just as good a chance of gliding that bad boy in from cruising at altitude and no engines than you do of holding on to dominant leads in the league. And I don't know what to make of the nonsensical developments. The Atlanta Hawks coming from 30 back to beat the Celtics while the Celtics are at full strength and the best team in the league, and the Hawks are mediocre, subpar, does not make sense. The Lakers trailing the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, by the way, the second best team in the East. The Lakers trailing the Bucks by 19 points with 8 minutes to go without LeBron, and winning the game does not make sense. Chalk it up to a general lackadaisicalness in the NBA compared maybe to some other sudden death sports in the NFL. You can't afford to trifle, man. You only got 17 games. You don't have a 7-game opportunity to prove yourself when your postseason comes around. No. That head on a swivel, that's what makes the NFL, in addition, so special and popular for us. Man, one loss in the season can crush you, and one loss in the postseason, and you are done. Check the other major sports and tell me where that's the case. NCAA tournament, that's it, right? NBA 7-game series, Major League Baseball 7-game series, NHL 7-game series. A World Cup, maybe? Funny how we stumble into things that have worldwide popularity because of the urgency and the importance of their contests, of their games. But I digress. This year in the NBA, it's like it feels like it's every night, ET. Just these wild outcomes, not so much in who wins or loses the game. We had another one last night. The Thunder blew like a 20-point lead against the Pelicans. Now, they ended up turning around and winning the game anyway. But, last night, a night after the Celtics blow a 30-pointer, the Bucks blow a 19-point lead in the last 8 minutes. The Lakers get them without LeBron playing. The story in the NBA, really, as we are now just 10 games out from the postseason, the story is just the huge disparity. The pendulum has swung again between the East and the West. Like, you get to the bottom of the Eastern Conference playoff ne'er-do-wells, the 9 seed Chicago, the 10 seed Atlanta. These are bad teams, man. These are teams that have no chance of making any kind of run. Well, they are 2 teams that will be one and done because the loser is done, and then they're going to have to go play probably the Sixers. I don't know, Sixers and Heat right now are 7 and 8. But go down to the bottom of the West, the Lakers with their win last night, 40 and 32, still in the play-in, 3 games out from not having to play. So the Lakers got to go through the play-in, and it sure looks like the Lakers and the Warriors, each over 500, are going to have to do a one and done just to move to the next round of the play-in elimination. Huge difference from the bottom of that paltry, mediocre-looking East. Now, when we get to the finals, I think the top of the East, Boston and Milwaukee, can compete with the top of the West, Denver, and whatever the flavor of the week is, man, because between the Thunder and the T-Wolves, the Clippers have just hit the brakes. They were up there contending for the top seed as well, but that's probably enough NBA talk for you at this point, really. It was just to point out again that, man, no lead is safe. College basketball, we now eagerly await the Sweet 16 games. Those resume tomorrow. One of the big shockers in early tournament storylines was Kentucky's flameout. We talked a lot about that on Friday. And John Calipari at a loss for, well, it seemed immediately in the aftermath of hope of how he has chosen to separate himself and Kentucky as best he can is because of his reputation now of taking a kid, and he's going to get you in the NBA, and he's going to get you most likely on an all-star team. And if you look around the NBA right now and look at the Calipari Kentucky players, it is awe-inducing. It is an awe-inducing list of players that Kentucky, specifically Calipari, has put in the NBA. I mean, it is. Let's just get an idea. Ooh.
Oh, he put some boys in the league.
Dude.
Heavy hitters, too.
Bro. 14 years at Kentucky. Listen, let me, before I veer off the point, and then we're going to go to break, come back here from another coach whose season ended in disappointment. But Kentucky came out yesterday, the AD, and said that, yeah, John Calipari is our coach. Confirms his return. And meanwhile, they'll search for answers on how to make another deep tournament run. Documented last week. It's been a long time, even since a Final Four, much less a natty. Been a lot of a string here of early exits and the inability to make it. And again, you got to understand at Kentucky, even a Final Four is not standard. It's not enough, not what they want. But after another early exit, Kentucky men's basketball coach will return for a 16th season, according to the AD. The future maybe got a little bit cloudy after a first-round loss to Oakland. But back to this number. Okay, you ready, E? John Calipari has been at Kentucky for 14 seasons. How many players do you think have been drafted off of his Kentucky rosters in 14 years? Just drafted.
Just drafted, I would say 20.
Okay, how many first-rounders do you think John Calipari in 14 years has produced?
I'm going to say 25 drafted. I'm going to say 15 first-rounders.
All right, so you got 25 drafted, 15 first-rounders. In other words, John Calipari has built his program, and their year-to-year ceiling is based on getting the best one-and-dones in the league who may not be great college players, but if you turn around and you look up, suddenly they're Tyrese Maxey or they're Shea Gilgeous-Alexander or they're De'Aaron Fox or they're Booker.
Devin Booker, yeah.
Or they're Karl Anthony Towns or Anthony Davis or just go down, just keep go. Okay, you ready for the real number? You said 25 and 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, in his 14 years, John Calipari has had 47 players drafted, 35 first-rounders. When the season started in October, John Calipari led all programs when it came to players in the pros. John Calipari had 26 of his former players on NBA rosters when the opening day started, more than any other college Has. But the game, as we have talked about and as plays out often in March Madness, has changed. It's about 6-year transfers from some D2 school who can spot and shoot and Cinderella their way. It's about Dalton Connects and Jack Golkes. It's not about Rob Dillingham. He's going to be fantastic in 3 years. We can watch him in the All-Star game. But he ain't as good a college player as Dalton Connect.
Was Calipari, he was at Memphis with D. Rose too, right?
Oh, gosh, yeah, he had him there. He was at UMass with Marcus Camby.
Sheesh. That's just his Kentucky guy.
The dude can recruit, man.
Yeah.
Now, so anyway, I mean, listen, I would I'm not getting off John Calipari if I'm Kentucky. Who am I going to get? Here's another thing, too. Who is that young up-and-comer you're going to pin your future hopes to? Most of the great coaches right now, the capable replacements, are still these older, more established guys. Like, if you got to have your choice of any guy right now, it'd be like Mark Few or Bill Self or, maybe even Tom Izzo. I mean, I'm not saying that exclusively, and I do know there's some good young coaches out there. But Kelvin Sam, look at Kentucky UConn. What a job they do. They find the right coaches. Danny Hurley, younger. He's built to last, right? He's got a lot in front of him. Who are the other Final Four coaches? Or potential, at least who we have in there. The one seed. You got Kelvin Sampson. My man's Kelvin been around now. But anyway, it's a decision that won't be made. And by the way, this is to the chagrin. There's a little bit of Steeler fan Mike Tomlin with Kentucky fan John Calipari. I mean, they're so far gone on Tomlin that they'd rather, E.T. get a call and go coach him for a year and see how he can do. And I think some of the Kentucky Big Blue Nation has reached that point with Calipari. Let's step aside. I want to come back in some Doug Peterson. Take a peek at a deeper mock draft than just the first round. More for the kind of an idea of the players that are around your area. I mean, let's be honest. When we get down into mock drafts and start talking about rounds 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, these are players and prospects that even if we know the team, we often don't know the player unless you're super familiar with them because, well, they're not first and second rounders and not the names that we've seen and watched and those that have excelled. So anyway, Doug Peterson from the owners' meetings, just still so much to get into there. And the lingering disappointment, how that either can fuel or handcuff you, I suppose, going into the 2024 season. You're locked and loaded on a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday, like Family Beatros is there. Get Smart John and much more coming your way today. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He won 3 national titles at Miami, played in a Super Bowl with the Steelers, and went to the Pro Bowl with the Jaguars.
Are you serious?
Pull up a chair for Lunch with Leon. Leon Searcy on XL Primetime on 1010XL.
Hey, folks, there are trucks, and then there's the truck, the GMC Sierra, with available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and, of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Nimnik Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. Now this month, you can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 2.9% APR financing. Maybe you're looking for the perfect SUV. Well, you can save thousands on the popular GMC Terrain, plus rates as low as 0.9% APR for well-qualified buyers. And no payments for 90 days. You get it. You want a good SUV or a good truck, you want to head to Nimnik Buick GMC. That's Nimnik, your friends in the car business since 1941.
When it's time for the March Mania brackets to bust wide open. As I was saying, it's mad. The Mania of March at BetUS.com is all about those buzzer beat bonus offers. And when the madness starts and Cinderella man steps onto the BetUS always has your back with back-to-back 125% sign-up bonuses on your first 3 deposits and even 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS.com Sportsbook and Casino, where the game Join today. BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, where the game begins.
There are only a few things the government does well, and processing passports is not one of them. Hello, it's Congressman Aaron Bean, and taking care of constituents in Northeast Florida is a top priority. If you need help with that passport, the VA, Social Security, or any federal agency, call my office, 904-557-9550, or visit bean.house.gov. I'm Congressman Aaron Bean, and serving you is what we do. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Why live with foot or ankle pain? If you have persistent pain, numbness, tingling, burning pain on the bottom of your foot, or swelling that doesn't improve with home treatment, it may be time to see Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Our foot and ankle specialists have innovative new options to help you get back in the swing of things without persistent pain that slows you down. Call JOI 2000 or go to joionline.net for an appointment.
Fish are good at hiding. Captain Kevin can help you find them.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Thursday nights at 6.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss on 1010XL AM.
Lamb of God and Mastodon live. Celebrating 20 years of Ashes of the Wake and Leviathan. July 23rd, Daly's Place. With special guests, Carrie King and Malevolence. Lamb of God and Mastodon's Ashes of Leviathan Tour. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com.
For any urological concerns, let Ackerman Urology be your trusted partner in men's health. With offices from Amelia Island to World Golf Village, they treat bladder conditions, elevated PSAs, and ED. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Imagine the perfect outdoor living space. A beautiful stone kitchen, waterfall, fire pit, pergola, stone walkway. Now there's one place to bring all of your design ideas to life. The Art of Natural Stone on Beach Boulevard and also by Bartram Springs.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Slacker plumbing.
Yeah, hey, listen, I need a plumber over here right now.
Yeah, well, we don't have any openings for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yep.
I was just changing the shower head and the water line broke and it's flying everywhere.
All right, 1 week.
What if I throw you an extra $100 to come now?
What's the address?
It's 205.
Oh, I guess he changed his mind.
If you've got a leak that can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing and fix your plumbing problems fast. PlumbingJacksonville.com.
We're in Florida, and pest problems are persistent. Want them gone? Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions. Veteran and locally owned and operated, Mission Pest will blow your mind with their communication and response time for all your pest, termite, and mosquito needs. Text or call 904-944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Mention 1010XL when you call 944-PEST. You'll get 25% off your initial pest or termite protection service. Mission accomplished with Mission Pest Solutions.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back. We glean a little bit more into the Calvin Ridley decision, at least based on a third party that was involved. This comes from Robert Kraft at the owners' meetings. Kraft says the Patriots were willing to match Ridley's top offer, whoever it came from, but the wide receiver's wife wanted to stay in the South.
I ain't mad at him.
Just how south is Nashville? I mean, it gets it gets tagged the South. Listen, I grew up in Middle Tennessee. I got news for you. That ain't the South, man. That ain't South Beach South. That ain't even Atlanta South. That's like snows in the wintertime South.
She wanted to be as south as possible.
Well, listen, they did choose correctly here, and it's a big advantage for Florida. I think Tennessee is another one of those states that has no state income tax. Pretty sure. So that could play a part when it comes to those that are putting together, the packages, as it were, for Calvin Ridley. But I thought that was a little bit. Interesting. Golf moves on to the Houston Open this week. We made our brunch with the tour picks yesterday. The Masters now looming within the month. Justin Thomas was on the Late Show. I think it was 2 nights ago. Thomas told an interesting Michael Jordan story. The 2-time winner was on late night from New York because he hit up a Knicks game at Madison Square Garden. He told the story about the time he played a money match at age 15 with Michael Jordan. I felt like there's a handful of people in the world that you can call them by their nickname and everyone knows who that is, and I'm putting MJ in that category. Sure, Michael Jackson. The Late Show said no. Yeah, right. But then I went to the story. Says Thomas began recalling how Jordan would always come to the Kentucky Derby and want to play golf. Jordan would bring former NBA pro Junior Bridgman to set up a game at a course where Thomas's father, Mike, was the head pro. The first couple of years, Justin served as a caddy in the group. Could you imagine? You're a kid. You're a 12, 13-year-old kid. Your dad's a pro at the golf club. Michael Jordan comes to town for the Derby, and he wants to play golf, not only at your course, but you get to be a caddy in the group, what that would be like. Could you imagine? Did you have Gritty was out caddying for Lamar?
Oh, he walking all 18 holes.
So the first couple of years, he was a caddy, but in the third year, Jordan told Thomas, who he called Little Man, to get his club so he could play the last 7 holes as MJ's partner. He knew I played golf, but he didn't know that I was decent. And nobody else definitely had any idea. I asked, did he feel much pressure? No, I felt pressure. I just felt pressure playing with Michael Jordan. He was like, all right, I got him. How do you do? I made 4 birdies in 7 holes. It helped pay for my first car, which led to a questioning of the stakes. I didn't know the amount. He said to everybody, don't tell him what we're playing for because he might freak out, choke, something like that. He said, I won $3-4 grand. The assistant at the time was helping get together stuff, and everyone came in from 36 hole. My dad's giving me a hard time. You need to tip him. I'm like, tip who? He said, the assistant. He doesn't even know how to tip. Taking $4G off of Michael Jordan at the age of 15. That tells you what these pro golfers are all about.
I think you told me this, but you know, Dwight Freeney and Michael Jordan, like they're really close friends. Like they golf together all the time.
Yeah, we talked about that. Coming up in a football fix, we go back to the NFL next segment. More like scheduling news as far as its broadcast. The streaming keeps coming up. Amazon and Peacock going to get, again, these are high profile games. Was it Peacock last year that they put the Kansas City playoff game on?
Yeah, that Miami game.
What are we doing there? Also, news on Christmas Day. Does it make sense to play on Christmas Day? You know what day Christmas is this year?
It's like on a Wednesday?
Yeah, it's a Wednesday. So we shall see. All right, let's go back to Doug Peterson. Continues to be irked. And I played that comment for you. Just doesn't know if he'll ever get over that collapse. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a disappointment of not reaching your potential. There's also an embarrassment with being that team. And then there's just a bigger overall vision of your DNA as a franchise. And it's just, it can't be who you are. The ability to collapse out of the playoffs cannot be the standard.
Yeah, obviously as a coach, you're hopeful that's the motivation, right? I mean, the way we finished the last month and a half, it's not our standard, and it's not what we talk about. It goes against everything we talk about, really. And we still had opportunities all the way to the 18th week of the regular season. So, we're there at the end. We just got to figure out a way to kind of push through that envelope and be there. And credit Houston. I mean, they battled their tails off all year. They were much like us a year ago in 22. We had to battle our tails off to get where we got to. So credit to D'Amico and his staff and those players in Houston, for winning the division the way they did.
All right, so listen, I don't think Doug Peterson is always super forthright when it comes to personnel matters. I think he's like most NFL coach, keeps it close to the vest and sometimes even just flat out obscures. I think there's something to that. I think he's been pretty open and honest with us about his psychological side. He hadn't been afraid, and I talked that really worked to perfection 2 years ago. It didn't. It worked so well last year, but he's not afraid to admit the mental failures, right? Those failures outside of what happens between the lines. And at the end of the day, some coaches wouldn't be able to admit that maybe his team got too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, no, well, we had injuries. We knew the ramifications. Sometimes it didn't go your way, yada, yada, yada. Well, Doug Peterson, Cut 14 ET, was asked if they got too comfortable at 8-3 last year.
I believe so. I believe you can definitely get comfortable. You can kind of believe and read into the hype that's surrounding your football team. And, that's the one thing that you can't happen, right? You got to guard against that, obviously. And something that I think our team is going to realize, moving forward.
Well, hopefully we can get to, 8-3, 9-4 this year, and we can guard against that. So what exactly does that mean? One more from Doug Peterson, Cut 15 ET, on that process.
It's just a matter of staying positive. I think it's just staying forward focused, forward thinking, and you hate to live in the past, but I think you can remember the past, and I think it's fuel moving forward. It's kind of our motivation as we go.
All right, so there's just some more from Doug Peterson, and we got more. There's a lot of personnel things here that are going to be worth visiting and topical conversations for the rest of this week at least. And when we come back on the other side with a football fix, we've got other news and notes from around the National Football League, including some scheduling decisions. The big news are some of these rules changes that are certainly going to look drastically different, especially at the onset. So all that news from the National Football League and more when we return. You are locked into The Drill. It's a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The Orlando Magic host Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors tonight. For the Magic, they had won 5 straight games before losing to the Sacramento Kings Saturday night. Paolo Banchero leads the Magic in both points scored and assists. They head into this game as 5.5-point favorites. The over-under is set at 217.5 points. The NCAA Tournament Sweet 16 for both the men and women feature all the 1 seeds still alive in the tournament. On the men's side, in a rematch of last year's final, Connecticut are 11.5-point favorites over San Diego State. North Carolina is favored by 4.5 over Alabama. Purdue takes on Gonzaga as 5.5-point favorites, and Houston is favored by 4.5 over Duke. I'm Ron Culver with your VSiN Action Update on 1010XL.
At Duck Duck Rooter, we understand plumbing issues can be a real inconvenience for your building or business, and we're here to help. We can handle all kinds of plumbing jobs, including broken pipes, clogged drains, line jetting, installing water heaters, and full repipes. Need a camera inspection or a smoke test? Yes, Duck Duck Rooter does that too. Plus, our lift station services include inspections, monitoring, cleaning, and repairs. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769. That's 904-862-6769.
It's time for some Spring Fever March specials going on now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and how does this sound? Just $500 down and $288 per month gets you a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $500 down and $388 per month. Plus Arlington's Credit for Everyone program and 30-day exchange. Don't wait, save thousands and shop arlingtontoyota.com today.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you. every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
After consulting with several orthopedic specialists about my constant knee pain, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and Dr. Chris Swanson to handle my surgery. Their professionalism let me know this team was the one for me. The surgery was very successful, and if I ever have a future need, I'll continue to trust Southeast Orthopedic Specialists to take care of me.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Any action? Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
That's a big redfish, guys.
With Captain Kevin Faber.
Oh my gosh.
Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's family jeweler where our true specialty is engagement rings and custom jewelry design. And now, buy your diamond engagement ring at Monahan's and get any diamond wedding band and men's wedding bands for 50% off. Come in and be treated like family for one of the most important purchases of your life. Buy your diamond engagement ring right now at Monahan's and get any diamond wedding band and gents band for 50% off. Come to Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach or book an appointment at MonahanJewelry.com.
Leon Searcy here, Jaguar legend and three-time national champion. Are you ready to elevate your game and dominate on the gridiron? Our elite offensive line camp is designed for young athletes who aspire to push their limits, refine their skills, and become the very best. It's called the Lineman Life. Sunday, April 14th, D1 training on Beach Boulevard. Whether you are aiming to make a starting lineup or a college scholarship, this camp is for you. Spots are limited, so secure your spot now. Go to eventbrite.com, the Lineman Life - offensive line camp. Enter promo code 1010 and get $25 off. Greatness awaits.
Hacker here, and most of us have a closet full of clothes ranging in sizes, keeping around the smaller ones for when we plan to fit into them again. If you told me just a month ago I'd already be wearing a full shirt size smaller, I'd laugh. But thanks to Awaken 180, dropping 35 pounds in just 4 weeks, this guy has already dropped a full shirt size. Notches on my belt, too. Crazy results, and I'm just getting started. The best part? I'm not on this journey alone. My Awaken 180 coach, Kate, is there whenever I need her. I've tried other programs before, but I have never received the kind of results and support I'm getting with Awaken 180. 35 pounds in 4 weeks, and I feel better than I have in years. What's stopping you? Do what Mike Dempsey, Matt Hayes, and I did. Make the call to Awaken 180. 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
It's a veteran team. There's a different level of leadership,
accountability, the character dynamic. Just look forward to coming to work, and I think the new staff has created some energy, and they're making an impact. The combination of those two things has me excited. I believe in our team. I do. I walked off the field today. I think we got a chance to have a good football team.
I sound super excited. Somebody throw water on Billy Napier before he just explodes with excitement. I mean, just hear it in his voice, can't you? The Gator spring game is April 13th. Spring's not like they used to be. It used to be spring, they go out there, they work out 10 days in a row, they play a spring game. It's sprinkled all out and about throughout the course of a couple months. But April 13th will be the spring game. He specifically called out Pup Howard. Pup, the local product who went up to South Carolina for a year. He transferred back home, so to speak, and down to Gainesville this offseason. So the defense got to get a lot better offensively by the end of the year. Florida, at full strength, can move the ball pretty good. Now, the second half at FSU didn't go so hot, but against FSU, but you're also without a quarterback. So we shall see just how much progress Billy Napier's squad can make. That we learned yesterday, the SEC, chickened out, I guess. They're giving the teams the exact same schedules 2 years in a row. I hate it. But the difficulty of this year's schedule is going to be matched by next year's. It's basically the same schedule. Even the non-conference, they go to Miami instead of hosting. They play, I think, USF instead of UCF. So, Billy Napier better be right. The results better match that excitement. He desperately needs to beat a couple teams he's, not supposed to beat and win all the ones he is. We shall see. Fire up the band, ET. We got a football fix. Brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks. Another road game. Jason Gibson, the head coach, joins us every Monday to recap. Sharks are 0-1, a different animal at home, and that home opener coming up April 6th. Get your tickets at jacksharks.com. So more streaming rights. 2 very high-profile games going to be distributed exclusively via streaming by the NFL this year. Peacock is going to get the Week 1 game from Sao Paulo, the first NFL contest in South America. The Eagles will be in that game against opponent TBA. And Amazon Prime has been given an NFL wildcard game. Second year in a row, a playoff game has been streamed exclusively. Last year, as we mentioned, it was Peacock for Kansas City and Miami. Of course, Amazon already has the Thursday night game. So, listen, if they want to make you stream exclusively for some Thursday night throwaway, which you have a decision, that's fine. You get to the playoffs and they hold you hostage, dude. This is a bad sign. It's a bad sign. Playoff games should be boomed out over the air. I ought to be able to put on a digital antenna and watch those games. But hey, this is all going to be a moot point within 10 years when nobody does anything but stream. I'm stuck in the middle, right? I mean, I get streaming. I understand streaming. I can stream. But, my parents' generation, although my dad's more technically sound than I am. Who am I kidding?
Yeah,
Never mind.
Home's got it on lock.
Home's way, way, way ahead of me. They got it all going down there. In fact, when I'm going to do something, I got to have Holmes come straighten it out for me. All right, we told you about a massive revamp to the kickoff. I'm trying to think back in my life. I don't know how many rules changes are just going to be boom in your face as much as this one, and that'll show up on the opening kick around the league. Gone are the days of Braveheart. Send your 10 Warriors down there to face their 10 in a high-speed, high-impact collision. They're gonna put the defending team at the opponent's 40. They're going to put the receiving team at their 35. And that 5-yard buffer stays intact until the kick returner touches the ball, which has been lofted down to him into the, quote, kick zone. Going to put it in the kick zone, E.T. Fascinating to see what kind of plays are drawn up out of all this. The Steelers say, well, okay, we'll get a kick returner then. Cordero Patterson, who, again, you Devin Hester stands. I mean, you guys act like Devin Hester was Dion, say that, Cordero Patterson can't go into the Hall of Fame. I mean, Devin Hester's 1,000 times better, except that, I don't know, Patterson has more kick returns for touchdown than him.
Hester is better.
Just a thought. But he's got more. It's all they do. It's all you're known for.
Yeah, I got fair point.
If I hit 30 home runs and you hit 25, you're allowed to tell me you're a better home run hitter?
Yeah.
I don't make it make sense. I know you guys are Hester stands. There ain't no reasoning with y'all. I don't want to get it started again. So, Tre'Davious White, one of those Bills that had to be released, coming off an injury. It's either ACL or Achilles. It was a long one.
Yeah, I think it was ACL.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think so too. But he's going to sign with the Rams. So, credit the Rams. Most teams can't spend it all, go for broke, get rid of everyone, and be a playoff team. That coach-quarterback combo with Stafford and McVay. A great draft last year with some young defenders, and here are the Rams positioned to stay relevant. If you haven't been paying attention, Tom Brady is making a bid to become at least a partial owner of the Raiders. The NFL says that's A-OK. Brady, don't forget, joins the broadcast booth this year. I mentioned the 2 games that are going to be streaming. The NFL also, oh, come all ye faithful. Wednesday, Christmas Day, we'll have 2 NFL games. Christmas Day, the gift that keeps on giving. So never mind that it is dead smack in the middle of the typical Sunday to Sunday schedule. Christmas Day will bring 2 games for us. I imagine they'll do like the 4:30 and then the night game. Even though on Christmas, man, if you're, I know y'all gonna feel me on this one. If you could ever argue for, please, for the love of all things, give me the game at 12:30, it's Christmas, isn't it? Getting up with young kids. Santa's visited the night before. That can be a late night. All the hecticness, all of the fun, the frivolity, or maybe you've just gone to the in-laws. Please, for the love of Christmas, just put me a game on at 12:30. Let me go sit on the sofa and lose myself. I imagine it'd be later afternoon and evening, but we shall see. They moved the trade deadline. It's going to go one more week deep into the season. I think it's good for the trade deadline to be as late as possible, where you have a clear idea on exactly, who's contending and what some of the longest term futures may be, right? Make clear definitions on your personnel, perhaps. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks home opener coming up to 6. Go to jacksharks.com. And the home course, the Jewel Creek Golf Club. The best deal in golf. Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday continues next with a Hicken arrival. We got Get Smart John now less than a half hour out. Right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What's the deal with the show?
The 1010XL Podcast Network is now available just about everywhere you find podcasts.
I think the show's going to be a huge hit.
Search for your favorite 1010XL podcast in your platform of choice.
Dave Binion here with my son Ammon, who is the air duct cleaning manager at Zero Res. So Ammon, you may notice a little rattle in my voice and some puffiness in my eyes. That's because allergy season is coming on. Can Zero Res help?
Yes, your health has a lot to do with the air you breathe. A clean and healthy home begins with clean air. At Zero Res, we can help clean the air in your home by cleaning your air ducts, cleaning the coils in your HVAC units, and fogging the system with a powerful antimicrobial that helps kill and control the growth of microorganisms in your air. We also have options for maintaining your clean air with our excellent inline air purifier and UV lights that will help keep your system clean and healthy. At Zero Res, we are more than just air duct cleaners. We're a clean air specialist.
Have Zero Res air duct specialists out, and right now we'll give you $50 off your air duct cleaning, and while we're at it, we'll give you $50 off your dryer vent cleaning. Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
CEROREC. Zero Res.
It's time, basketball bettors. It's March Mania. Hicken here to tell you about BetUS.com. Gang, I endorse one sportsbook and casino, BetUS. They've been driving to the basket for 30 years. This year, BetUS, we got you an epic three-pointer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Yeah, 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started. Visit BetUS.com or give them a call. 1-800-MY-BET-US. That's 1-800-MY-BET-US. BetUS, where the game begins.
Hi,
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon for QC Kinetics. This is the time of year to enjoy life. Stop letting that pain in your joints keep you from doing what you love to do this spring. Call QC Kinetics now. Set up a free consultation. Call them at 904-274-5522. They've got 2 great locations, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Go see them. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. It's a fact. QC Kinetics is literally transforming lives. Their advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Pro athletes have been doing this for decades, but now this life-changing treatment is available for you. So you can walk and run and climb stairs and play golf and move again pain-free. 904-274-5522. That's QC Kinetics. Call them today.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
2 rock legacies celebrate 2 iconic albums. Live and Stone Temple Pilots. Very special guest, Soul Asylum. The 30th anniversary of Throwing Copper and Purple, the Jubilee Tour. Friday, August 30th at Daly's Place. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Live and Stone Temple Pilots.
Get ready to rock your evening with the band Be Easy at Players Grill Mandarin, a high-energy, multi-genre cover band from classic hits to chart toppers. See you at Players Grill Mandarin Friday, April 5th at 8 p.m. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
If you're ready to upgrade your home's backyard living appeal and just need some design inspiration, let the experts at Art of Natural Stone make your outdoor living perfect. Known for summer kitchens, pergolas, pavers, patios, and pool decks using all natural stone. All the custom elements you need for a first-class professional design, and they do installation. Open to the public on Phillips Highway and on Beach Boulevard. Find ideas online at artofnaturalstone.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterBoyJAX.com.
Roland Reich Plumbing, there when you need them. Big or small plumbing problem, call Roland Reich Plumbing anytime at 260-7059. 260-7059, where quality and experience count.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. Free agent signee and new Jaguars center Mitch Morse met with the media and shared why the Jags were the right fit.
I think first and foremost is the culture and the team. And I've been a fan of not only Doug since he was my OC.
University of Florida football has spring camp going. Head coach Billy Napier is looking for wideouts to replace the departing Ricky Pearsall.
We still need work with some of these young receivers. We've got some development to do there.
The Sunshine Showdown turned into the Sunshine Beatdown Tuesday evening between Florida State and Florida baseball teams as the Noles put it to the Gators 14-3. Florida, which acted as the home team, kept pace with FSU through 3 innings, but the Noles came to hit and added runs in each of the final 5 innings. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7:05, it's 67 degrees. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010 1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Yeah! Losing your voice and you come in yelling. It's just It's just stupid. That's what it is. I mean, I'm not trying.
I think I'm peaked. I'm
you're
coming
not,
back.
You're not stupid. That's not what I'm saying.
coming back. You call me stupid?
See, that's all. A lot of people
Did he
make
just
that
call me
mistake.
stupid?
I said that is stupid. And it is.
That's a way to call someone stupid
It's
and
not.
hide behind it.
No, that's
what I think
and
that
that's
is.
a way to get offended despite what you're being told. So there's two sides to that coin, I reckon. That was
You're the
stupid. I
worst.
stand by that.
Huh?
Okay, if Jack Caglione has a bad at bat, is he a bad hitter?
Oh, my gosh.
There you go.
What are we doing?
I'm trying to teach you.
I went and saw Jack Caglione and the boys last night.
Way to bring home the win.
We did not get the dub at all. We're midweek Gators. We're not good. Florida falls to 3-5 in midweek games, 14-10 overall. FSU's a good team, though. They're much better than they were a year
ended
ago.
up being a good hire, which we speculated when it happened.
100%. The guy knows what he's doing. He built winners. Where was he? I know he was at Notre Dame. I think he was at East Carolina, too. He's
Link Jarrett, former
FSU guy.
player. Good player there.
Very good player. And so, yeah, but great. It's really one of the best low-key sporting events in Jacksonville every year because it's a packed house. It's Gators and Knowles. It's, a lot of people I saw it, was there with, I saw Kinger, Kentucky Jeff, Lee Lockett, just go down the list. Jimmy Richardson hosting. Appreciate that. Just lots of folks hanging out down there. Andy Baggs was there. I saw Brian Coughlin. Just a lot of people taking it in and enjoying the festivities.
It's become an appointment.
It's a great place to take your kids if you want. It sells out every year. I think they announced the crowd are like 8,000. But it was fun, and it's a good. But I'll tell you one thing. First off, shout out to Daniel Cantu, Creekside High kid. Big night for the Knowles. Bases clearing double, top of the first. Gators' only moment of hope was at the bottom of the first, and
Jack Caglione,
who I'm telling you is the best college baseball player in the game, hits a pop fly. I mean, I just okay.
Opposite field.
Oh, well, we'll get a run. We got a guy at third.
Yeah, and it kept going.
And it just kept. Now the wind was blowing out a little bit, but it kept carrying and went out.
But that midweek pitching is just a disaster.
It has been a disaster.
Every time it was on, I watched it off and on the stream.
It didn't matter because they had 3 hits.
Well, that's fair.
So they weren't going to win anyway.
FSU's pitching, boy. Is there a more improved aspect of any college baseball team in the country?
So they
win
pitching
from last year to this year?
They win the season series for the first time since 2015.
Well, good for them.
But I will say Sully is, I think he's 35-21 overall against them and 22-6 in the last 28.
And he's totally dominated Miami, and those were sore spots when he took over. Don't lose sight of that.
Yeah, so but really it's a lot of fun and a good time. And in fact, I have a personal question for you that I know the answer to, but
I want to make you look dumb.
Yeah. Our buddy Lee Lockett.
Okay.
I was talking to him. Lockett Law, know before you blow.
Yeah.
Loves the kids.
Yeah.
He had a good, and he brought it up, and it was interesting. He was like, we were talking about, I forget how it came up. Sports teams, sports teams and stuff, and baseball is getting ready to start.
Yeah, he's a dastardly Dodgers fan.
Correct. And so the question became, who would Jeff want to lose more?
Okay, this is easy. What's this?
The Dodgers or the Knowles?
Lose what?
Huh?
In what? I mean, it depends on.
Well, in what? It's the Dodgers are a baseball club.
I can't. I mean, I'm not trying to dodge that question. I'm not as motivated by getting fulfillment out of the other guy losing as I am my guy winning. I would want neither.
Rephrase. Yeah. Rephrase. Who does Jeff hate more? FSU or the Dodgers?
Oh, I think that's easy.
What do you think it is?
I think it's the Dodgers.
It is the Dodgers.
It's 100% the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's the Dodgers.
It's 100% the Dodgers. And we all knew it.
Well, I know it too. I did not try and...
No.
Yeah, it's definitely the Dodgers. But the reason for that is this.
He says that's easy.
There's a lot of reasons too, though, and this is honest to goodness truth. I mean, because of where we live, and we have so many people we're super close to.
Yes.
That are FSU fans or others.
Well, that's what makes it fun.
So it does make it fun, but it cuts off that purity of
hatred.
Like Lee Lockett, I know he's a Dodger fan. He can hockey stick too. Go with him.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He would do that.
Yeah. But Lee Lockett, the Knoll. Come on, we'll watch the game. Lee Lockett, the Dodger. Get the hell out of here.
Really? Also, I think that has to do with Jeff's passion for baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and Jeff also didn't grow up his whole life watching FSU beat the crap out of Florida. He watched the Dodgers stomp on our picnic every time we played. So, by the way, it looks sure as sugar that our season opener tomorrow is going to get rained out. Oof.
Yeah, I thought ours was too.
That's so
Where are
big.
you? Oh, in Philly?
We're in Philly. 3:05. I'm raring to go.
Tragic.
I was stunned last night to be bopping around 1-to-1 Financial Ballpark and not see you there.
Yeah, I know.
That was stunning because that stadium was rife with E.
Yeah, it was a vibe.
Oh,
yeah.
It was a vibe. E. It was your alley. It was.
Oh man.
It was TPC.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh, E.
Man, let's hop into what's the back of the future
car. Drinks were flowing. Guys were renting buses to go down there. It was. Yes, it's a family affair in some places. In other places, it's dudes hanging out. It's a great combination of.
Oh, tragic.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Don't worry about it.
I'm fine with it. I just I never am ceased to be amazed where I may be, and E will come tap me on the shoulder.
Send you a FaceTime. Hey, Danny boy, I'm in the suite.
Yes, and that did not occur last night. So, but we had a great time, and it was a lot of fun. And I was there when the news broke of Coach Cal coming back for his 16th year. Which
I'm surprised that that's news. I mean, what are the?
You got to get rid of him. You get rid of him.
I don't know, man.
And you go get somebody who can freaking win a game in the SEC or the NCAA. He gave them. They all say that, and Kentucky Jeff is pretty. He's a huge Kentucky fan, but he's a realistic Kentucky fan in this respect. He doesn't demand natty championships. Kentucky Jeff will tell you, you know what? If you get to the Final Four, it is a great, great, great season. But that's the expectation in Kentucky basketball, to get to the Final Four every year. Now, you're not going to get there every year. But this guy, the first 8 years, some of the best Kentucky basketball you'll ever have. The last 8 years, totally unacceptable.
I mean, because of standards, I get it. To me, though, this is now the time frames are shorter.
Yeah.
But relationally, they would line up. This is like this just comes with the territory of being a high-profile coach. It doesn't mean it would be the right decision if they did. I guess that's what I'm saying. You know who else got to this same point?
Who?
Fan base and coach, and team decided to go in another direction. He won 2 somewhere else. Tom Coughlin and the Jags. Same, to a degree, it never got so loud that you would get rid of them. But Spurrier in Florida, it just comes with the. I guess I would ask this of Kentucky Jeff, and I get it, but man, the arrogance of some fan bases, Hick. What college basketball team is winning them all? You pass it around.
Nobody said winning them all.
Okay. Well, they go to the tournament every year.
How about win a first-round
seed?
game when you're a 3 seed against a 14?
Yeah,
how about win a first-round game when you're a 2 seed against a 15?
That's correct. 2 of the last 3 have not, not met any expectation.
I can do
if
1-3 and 1-4 in the Kentucky basketball is 1-4 in the past 5 NCAA tournament games. 1-4. It's the worst 5-game stretch in Big Dance program history.
It's 4 years. Probably.
Kentucky was 19-0 against 14, 15, and 16 seeds. 0-2 since.
But the game has changed. 16s have won in the last few years. I mean,
16 won.
No, 2 have won.
Virginia and who?
Last year, Purdue lost to Fairleigh Dickinson or somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the game. Look, I'm with you. I'm not. I guess I'm devil's advocating as much here. I understand the decision, right? But I don't know if I would. I don't know what I would do. I mean, if I had to go, I better have a better option, I guess is what I'm saying. Because I do know when the season starts next year, I'm going to be top 10 in the country.
I think there are better options.
Okay, and those coaches then tell me their Final Fours. Tell me what they've been doing in the tournament every year.
Well, they haven't gone 1-3 in the last.
Tell me who they are then. That's what. If you're going to give me Mark Few or Bill Self or guys that are established, and I see them every year, but tell me who. Shaka Smart was 1-8 before this Sweet 16. He's a hot young coach. It's hard. I'm just saying, I don't know who it is. And so many times when you take Billy Gillespie and you bring him in, he sucks.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Billy.
I know, but at the time, that's who you would go get. That would be the kind of guy.
Not now, though.
You would get a guy of that resume, not him, not his personality, but a guy who's winning at a smaller, factory. Basketball factory it is.
Yes. Yeah,
it's hard. Here's what's happened to Cal. Listen, he's a recruiter. That's what he does. He sent 47 guys to the pros, 35 first-rounders.
Yeah.
That typically back in the day could translate into
doesn't matter
into
anymore.
one and done winning. But now you can't one and done win anymore. Not with ease.
But he had a mixture this year too, and it still didn't work.
I get it. It was a terrible upset. But so did Auburn.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it because it's Kentucky and because it's Calipari. It means more. But in this grand scheme of college basketball, they all have those little
biggest budget in college basketball, more money to do than anyone else. Basically, that all you got to do is you got to,
I understand your argument.
Few's gone to 9 straight Sweet 16s. Yeah. 9 straight.
Hadn't won a title.
No.
Kentucky has in that time.
No, they haven't.
9 years ago, they didn't win the championship.
No.
Okay.
In 8 years.
13? I guess it's not been 9 anymore. Now it's been 10.
Yeah. So, it's just I get their.
I get that the standard is that you can never lose in the first round. You can't lose to a double-digit seed. A Sweet 16 sucks. I get all that.
It's also the SEC basketball. They haven't done anything in the SEC either. They're like 1-3 in their last 4 games in that.
In the SEC tournament?
Yeah. And see, what frustrates Kentucky fan is all season long he'll say, and I get this from Kentucky Jeff, so this is why I know. Cal sits there and goes, "Look, we're just building for March. We're building for March."
I get
when
it.
They lose 3 in a row. When they lose 3 in a row at home at Rupp for the first time in program history, don't worry, we're building for March.
I heard all that, and
what happens in March?
Well, you set yourself up for even further.
He did, and
condemnation.
And they're also like, it's never his fault. He doesn't watch film. He doesn't. He's a recruiter, like you said. And,
that's what he does.
And the one that really grates at most of them, the one that really gets to him, and I get this, man. And he doesn't do it anymore because he realizes it. But you remember when he used to go to the NBA draft and traipse around?
Right. Well, that was.
I got 5 first-round picks here. I got 4. It's great for recruiting. I get
it. It is. There is. That's not just about him, but that's a great side.
But when you can't remember Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at Kentucky, and he's one of the top 3 basketball players in the NBA right now, it drives Kentucky fan crazy.
But they don't understand though. Then that's just maybe I don't know what. I'm at a loss for words because Cal's at a loss for strategy here. Yeah. That's what he does.
Right.
He's not a technician. He's not going to come up with some formation. He's not going to win with less talent.
My response to that would be, if that's what he does, that doesn't win at Kentucky. Therefore, we don't want him at Kentucky anymore.
I don't know if you can
I'd rather try somebody else who has a better formula to win natty championships while they're there. Listen, the thing is this. In college basketball, just like college football, we got 24, 25, 26-year-olds playing basketball, man.
Yeah.
And against an 18-year-old, I don't care how good the DeJuan Wagner kid, I don't know if he's going pro or not, but he didn't do anything for Kentucky this year, right? But he was like the number one.
And that's another thing. You get 6 recruits, and 3 of them may not be as great as you thought.
Or they're not ready.
But he tried this year. They brought in that
the
big guy. I mean, they did some of the other.
And the kid, the Reeves kid, right? He's not a true freshman, was he?
No. He's been around a couple of years. And
they hit the portal, and they do it. Was it this year? Was a combination, and it still wasn't good enough.
Well, I will say this, and I mean this, okay?
Yeah.
Whether or not Kentucky changes the coaches, okay? You're done.
Well, they're not changing. So
I know, not this year or next year.
Yeah.
Whether it's Cal, I would suggest Cal that you'll go further next year with Cal than you would with whatever coach you go hire.
Yeah, they would take that bet.
It's over. It's over for Kentucky. You're Nebraska football. You're Miami. You're not. Yes, you are. Yes, it is. It's over for Duke. You don't have Mike Krzyzewski. It's too hard.
You just got to get the right coach.
You're not winning.
I disagree.
They want to be Alabama football. They never will be. You, me, Kentucky Jeff will all die before Kentucky dominates basketball like they want to. Because they don't. They haven't. No one has.
You just got to get the right guy at a program like that, and then the wins come.
But not like they used to. You could strangle it out. You're not.
Well, Krzyzewski, you bring up Krzyzewski. He's the greatest coach in college basketball history.
My point is that when you don't have – listen, whoever comes into Kentucky is not going to be able to stranglehold the league. It's too good. There's too many other teams that are doing good, that are doing it different ways, that can beat you. I mean, listen, in Kentucky's heyday, Auburn and Florida and Alabama, these were pedestrian basketball programs. Tennessee, never been to a Final Four. I mean, the competition for play. What about Bruce Pearl at Kentucky? Would you get rid of Calipari for Bruce Pearl?
Would I?
Yeah.
You want a true, honest answer?
I do.
I would.
Okay, see, he just lost in round 1 to Yale.
Yeah, I know he did.
So that's,
but he also won the SEC tournament.
And I'm not saying that he's a bad coach or that means he sucks. I'm not. I'm saying that fans do kind of see it.
And by the way, not every Kentucky fan would say yes.
I hear you.
I would.
No, I know.
You're sweaty.
Huh?
Would you? Let me ask you. Would you, if you're Kentucky, would you take Todd Golden?
No.
Would you take Mike White?
No.
Would you take Nate Oates?
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, who do you take? I guess that's my. And I'm throwing these guys out because they're fresh to mind.
I would go after
like Jay Wright. You go after Jay Wright.
First call.
How old is he though?
He's not that old.
Jay Wright's got to be 60, 65, doesn't he? I'm not saying probably Calipari.
I don't think so.
And is he done? I mean, is there any way you can lure him?
Yeah,
that would be the guy. That's the guy to me. He's the whoever great coach is commentating that you could always have an eye on.
I would test the ego of a Mark Few.
He's he's been around, man.
I know. I would test it. Scott Drew is a guy that everybody mentions.
And again, Baylor hadn't been past the second round since they won.
Would you not call Hurley?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the best coaches.
That's it, though. I mean, there's not a lot of, even the ones you gave me, those are established, the Calipari types.
Yeah.
And Mark Few's resume is not as good as Calipari's. Maybe this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because, listen, if Calipari had Mark Few's resume, they would be just as upset, I guess.
If Calipari had who?
Mark Few.
Oh, if they went to 9 straight 6 seasons with no natties.
Right. Be the same thing. It's a tough job, man.
It is a tough job, but you know what?
I get it. I don't want to change for well, it's not change for change's sake. It's change for standards' sake. And the standards at Kentucky, be careful that you're not out punching your weight class. This is not 1970. This isn't 1990. There's no Rick Pitino coming into Kentucky and they're going to the final every year. It doesn't happen in men's basketball. No one does. No one sustains.
Who did? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. You keep saying it's not, but
Duke has. Are you kidding me?
With the greatest coach of all time.
Carolina's won 3. Kansas, there's a bunch that have won 2 and 3 natties in the last 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah, and that's where they expect to be. Not what they've done the last 8 years.
Well, we can't say 30 then because they would be in that category. Let's just, even since Cal went to Kentucky, 16 years.
Right.
Yeah, how many programs have more natties? When this season started, Cal had more NBA players than any other college.
I understand that. I understand.
It's got to translate. Here's the reality of Cal, and he knows this. He alluded to it in the postcard. The deal is he has better NBA players on his roster than most teams, but he doesn't have better college players.
Yeah.
They'll all be better in 3 years. Jack Golke will be driving Uber again, and Dillingham will be going to the All-Star game.
I know. That's 100% true. And that's what drives them crazy. These kids, they barely remember them at Kentucky. And
your man Antonio Reeves is going to be playing for the Pacers. He's going to dial up Uber, and Golke's going to show up. He thinks he's a nightmare.
Room service.
Didn't I?
Golke's
all right,
one of those guys I'm talking about, 26, 27.
Let's come back and get smart, John. We'll get into that and a lot more.
Wait, Dano, did you throw out the poll question?
No, I didn't. I'll do that. Thank you for reminding me. It's our Dream Finders poll question of the morning. Dream Finders Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Gators, and the Jaguars. Which one of these 4 football players, I like to do this temperature-taking time.
All right.
Just checking.
Would you want the Jags to take if he was there at 17?
Okay, this will be easy for me because I'm firm in my standards and convictions.
But I might not have his name on the list.
Well, I'll still be able to easily say one of these guys.
And what I did is I I went with 4 different positions. Okay, so I went with cornerback from Clemson, Nate Wiggins, who we think the Jags like. I went with Brian Thomas as their wide receiver choice. I'm trying to put guys who might be there, right? I went with Jared Verse, edge rusher from FSU, and then wild card Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers
from Georgia.
Brock Bowers, not even close.
Hey.
We have almost 500 votes already. E, how about you?
I'm somewhere in between Brock Bowers and Brian Thomas.
Okay, all right.
I'd take Verse second.
Okay.
If I hit a home run there and he's a 10-sack guy, now I'm suddenly got abundance of weapons at a place that I've stunk.
Brock Bowers, 34.6. Jared Verse, 25.6. Brian Thomas, 26.4. Nate Wiggins, only 13.3%.
It will more likely be Wiggins than those guys unless they fall. First of all, Verse and Bowers probably not there, or maybe not there at least.
I would think Bowers probably won't be there.
Yeah.
I think, and in order, I would think it would be Bowers least chance, Verse second least chance, Wiggins and Thomas.
I feel here's the thing with Thomas is, and this comes into play, it always does, but then you wonder, can you circle back? Is there a guy like Roman Wilson available in round 2? Tim and Thomas are similar.
Correct.
So you'd want to go with that other one if you can get him, and you don't know.
Don't disagree.
You got Ricky Pearsall potentially in round 2. There's a lot of other guys there.
511 votes. You can vote at Dan Hicken. E has posted it as well. For a limited time on select move-in ready homes, Dream Funders Homes offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year 1 of your mortgage. Gang, all you got to do is go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details. Jacksonville-based, they are the best.
And John is next, and we bring up, there's been a Stetson Bennett news.
Oh.
And the Georgia quarterback.
I didn't see.
There's been some Stetson Bennett news as it pertains to the Rams and to maybe his future. We'll get into that with the 10-minute drill. That's coming up after Gets March On. He's next on a Beach Rose Plumbing Wednesday.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank, voted a top place to work in Jacksonville. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I watched the end of a really good basketball game last night while I was at work after the Knowles dismantled the Gators, and that was the Lakers and the Bucks, and no LeBron James, and the Lakers went into Milwaukee and down 19 with 8 minutes to go, came back furiously, tied it, and won it in double overtime. It was a great game. It went back and forth. And it struck me, I don't think either is going to win an NBA championship this year, but I don't know who you're more disappointed with as a fan, but I'm not sure about the Bucks, man. They had everything going for them. LeBron wasn't even playing. Lakers have some good pieces. I don't know if they can be dangerous. I don't think they can beat the upper tier teams, but it was just a fun game to watch.
At Ameris Bank, we're invested in the success of your business. Our local bankers are ready to help you improve your cash flow, optimize your operating accounts, and access financing when you need it. From treasury services and digital banking to loans and lines of credit, we offer tailored solutions to help your business thrive. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. Visit amerisbank.com/withyourbusiness or walk into one of our branches today to get started. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, started the company. His guys are from here. They take care of people who live here, people like me. You need a new bathroom. You need some remodeling. No job too big, too small. Shoot, you want a new house? Give the Lockhart family a call. Their family will give your family a better living experience. We got them getting ready for another job on another home next week. They unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. Inside or outside your home, if you have a construction need, a thought, an idea, give Shane a call. He'll tell you straight up what he can do and what he can accomplish for you. He'll call you back. He's 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction, 994-3865.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Did you hear what's happening? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are spring cleaning. New inventory on the ground means we need to make more room. Take advantage of huge savings on thousands of vehicles priced to sell. New and pre-owned prices have been reduced and all sales associates have been instructed to give maximum value on all trades. But you better hurry, the best deals go first. Head to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville to take advantage of our spring cleaning sale. We're here to wow you.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing New Year's specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
They'll wear the helmets.
This should be fun to watch.
It's up to you if you want to wear the heels.
Helmets and Heels with Lauren, Taylor, and Mia. Switched on by First Coast Lighting and Fans.
And presented by Underwood Jewelers.
Tuesday nights at 6 on 1010XL.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From roll and lock bed covers to Lear toppers to cam locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
If you've played sports or still lead an active life, chances are joint pain is nothing new. This is Dr. George Barry of Barry Orthopedics, and we like to be your option when it comes to taking care of your body and getting back in the game. From shoulders to elbows to hip and knee pain, Barry Orthopedics can diagnose and treat a variety of injuries that are causing you pain. We are Barry Orthopedics and online at barryorthopedics.com. With more than 30 years of experience, our team is here to care for your entire family.
Find out more at barryorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days, your golden chance to score a deal that will make your neighbors green with envy. Shop the year's best selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. And get the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months, or up to $3,300 off L3302 tractors. Coastal Equipment on New Kings Road and in McClenny.
Coastal Equipment.
Did you know Prime Roofing manufactures, fabricates, and installs their metal roofs? If you're thinking about a metal roof, think Prime Roofing. Schedule an estimate today at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Remember that the Big Diamond Store doesn't want you to shop and compare. They know they can't beat Beard's Diamonds prices.
Right now, it's 0% financing for 5 years, plus get zero down on everything in the store.
Don't buy anywhere until you shop Beard's Diamonds.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John. Brought to you by Cannons of Jacksonville. Your best shot for trailer hitches.
Oh, you know him, you love him. He's Get Smart John. He's bald, he's beautiful, he's TriviaNation.com's own. And he joins us each and every week. Johnny!
Good morning, Googans.
Good morning, Guggen.
How's everyone?
We're great. How are you?
Doing well?
Yes.
I am doing well, thank you. Good. So I do have a couple shout-outs.
Of course you do.
As I typically do. So, first of all, very special shout-out to Matts, who were playing trivia last night. And one team name, you know, we have clever team names, and one was, I got my kidney out. So, obviously, I was curious, so I ended up, said, you had a kidney removed? Yes. Well, turns out Matt donated his kidney. So, shout out to him.
Shout out, Matty.
Yes. So, pretty impressive. And then shout out to IT guy over here, Christian, always taking care of us. And your first question,
yes, sir,
kind of came from him.
Okay.
And it's a bonus, so if you don't even get it, this is off the board, so to speak, okay?
No problem.
Because he's a younger. Yeah. Okay. So within a year, can you tell me when the iPhone was introduced?
All right, we can talk through this, I think. When did we get the iPhone? It's
03?
I think it's I think it's a little later.
08?
What was it around?
Do they do one every year? Because aren't we up to 15?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not an iPhone guy. So.
24.
I don't think it was out when I was in high school. I graduated in 04.
Let's go 08.
Yeah, I think 08's a good one.
08.
I like 08.
Well done. 2007.
Yes.
Good job.
There you go, baby.
Yes. All right.
Shout out to the youngster who asked that question.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Yes. Yes.
In your face.
In your face.
John Cena. That is such a good scene, in your face. I mean, Rob Riggle in The Hangover when he's having the kids tase the guy. I just sit there and howl laughing at that thing. I'm such an idiot, but I love it.
I love that movie.
God, I love that movie. Little man, you want to take a shot at the fat guy?
Carlos.
He's okay. Sometimes he just gets like this, and he takes the taser and gets him in the neck afterwards. Oh, he got him right in the
face. In the face.
I'm sorry. I digress. Go ahead. Let's get this party started.
Okay. Alcohol.
Yes.
Disaronno, Disaronno, is known for making what almond-flavored liqueur?
What's an almond-flavored liqueur, Jeff?
I know what Disaronno is.
That's the
amaretto.
Yeah.
Thank you.
In unison.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, E. I should.
That's one that you can mix with something and it tastes just like Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
E,
Or you can just have Dr. Pepper and not get hammered.
E, do you have to put the, what do we call it, the Maduro in there?
I
no, it's like the same
love that,
thing.
though. Like I'll go on YouTube and I'll go through this big thing, mix this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
It tastes just like root beer.
Just have the root beer.
Or just buy a root beer, boss.
Exactly right. Okay. Current events. On March 6th, which former South Carolina governor ended their presidential campaign one day after Super Tuesday?
Wasn't that Scott?
No, it's...
What day? Oh, Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
Nikki Haley.
Yes, Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
TV.
Because that just happened.
Right.
Yeah,
That
TV.
Right.
Just happened.
Yes. What actor played the role of Tony Soprano on HBO's The Sopranos?
James Gandolfini.
Yes.
The
You know,
late-
I never
late
saw
James
one
Gandolfini.
episode of that.
You ought to sit
Yeah,
and
he was a
binge
good
watch
actor.
it one time. It's a great show.
I saw it. Yeah, I haven't done that
I'll
one.
tell you, I do it. Have you guys seen Spaceman with
No.
Adam Sandler?
Was it good? It looks stupid to me.
It was different. It was different.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I was
it was
gonna
not what I thought it was going to be.
We were going to watch Spaceman like a few weeks ago, but Jake Gyllenhaal's Life, I think it is. I don't know. It looked real similar, so we didn't jump right into the Sandler.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth watching. I would like to get your opinion on it.
All
so.
right. I just didn't like
Okay.
the little creature in the. I saw the.
Well,
preview.
that was at first, yeah, me too. But then it's not.
Yeah.
It goes a different direction.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I won't give you any more, but I would say yes to watch it.
All right.
Music.
Man alive.
Hello.
Roger Daltrey and Pete Townsend were founding members of which British rock band?
The Who.
Who are you?
Yes.
Also known as
The theme to CSI?
Yeah, all over.
Right?
They got like 3 CSI themes covered.
Right, I know. I can't keep track of them.
Obviously, CSI producers got to deal with the Who.
Back in the day, I had one of my
Mm-hmm.
worst experiences at a Who concert. I'll leave it at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never saw them in concert.
Oh.
Okay.
Who? The Who? I saw the Who in concert.
Who dropped me to my knees. I'll leave it at that.
The Who I saw here in Jacksonville a while ago. They were very good to be 100.
This was in college when they were younger.
Right, yeah.
Pete was smashing guitars.
Sure. among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Pete might have been. Well, we won't go there.
No, I
Remember
think
those
that
charges against him?
actually
Yeah.
didn't ended up not being like the kind of like
Oh, okay.
as terrible as it was like fashioned at one point. I think, but I'm not positive.
Okay. U.S. history.
U.S. history.
Name 2 of the 3 states to join the Union in the first half of the 20th century, and a bonus point if you can name all 3.
All right. Name the first half of the 20th century.
Name what? The what?
2 of the 3.
Name 2 of the 3 states to join the Union in the first half of the 20th century.
Jeff,
looking for 2, get a bonus if you can name 3.
The 1900s. So
okay, so the first half.
I guess that
1950.
means either Alaska or Hawaii came in 51 or 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Hawaii in 50?
I think it's in the 50s.
Alaska's the final state, isn't it? Alaska, the final frontier. So the other one is going to be some. Boy, I don't know. I'm amazed that in this second half, you said that the second half of the first half of the 1900s, we have more than.
I know it's shocking. I would agree with that. I thought they were all in.
I thought they were all in by 1900, except for Alaska and Hawaii. And I don't want to go Alaska and Hawaii because that's too easy. So one of those is going to appear. There's 3 total. So really, we're looking for that other one. Who's the last state before?
Is there any chance it could be Hawaii? Or I think Hawaii's in the 50s
they're
too.
asking for 2 though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Alaska didn't. I know Alaska's
I know it's
in the
one
50s.
of those 2. Yeah,
Oh, it is.
There's only 3 total. You said right, John?
Yes.
Name 2 of the
first half,
3.
correct.
Yeah, so there's one other state
Correct.
that was out there. Which one wasn't a state? Does Yoda know this one too?
Yeah, he does.
Is it like Montana? Or
He says Arizona, Alaska, Hawaii.
Arizona? Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, Arizona is 1.
Yeah.
That is 1.
And then Alaska?
Alaska's in the
One more?
50s, man. That wouldn't count, right? Alaska.
Oh, in the
first half, right.
Isn't Hawaii 50 exactly?
Let's go with Hawaii. I know it ain't Alaska,
Okay.
but it could be.
You just looked at Yoda real quick. I know it ain't Alaska. Quick look of fear to
All right,
Yoda.
so what are your final 2? Okay, so we got Arizona, and what's your second one?
Hawaii and Arizona.
No. The
Alaska.
other 2 are Oklahoma and New Mexico.
Oh, so they're both after 50.
Yeah. Because I know Alaska's in
What
the 50s.
about Oklahoma in the middle? Where you been hiding?
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What
You
were
got
you doing?
Arizona, those
sticks
were
all around you. That's a hard one. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good question.
Hawaii's the 50th state. Yeah, Hawaii I think was 59.
Okay.
I
that's
think they might have been the same. Yeah, and Alaska was the 49th.
I'm attaching the 50 to the state number it was, not the what year it came in. Oh, okay.
Okay, well, that'll happen sometimes. Okay.
1907
Animals.
was Oklahoma. So it was like still a long time ago, but yeah, it is amazing.
Mhm.
Animals. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Which type of animal is a caracal? That's C-A-R-A-C-A-L. Antelope, horse, or wildcat?
Sounded like the antelope is what popped into my head first. No, that's too easy.
It's not a horse. It's either a wildcat.
I've never heard of a caracal.
I don't think of a.
I've never heard of a caracal. So it literally could be anything. It could be a bird. It could be a plane.
Okay, well,
It could be a pterodactyl.
A wildcat popped into mind.
Okay.
But
No,
I'm not strong.
I'm not either.
I'm guessing.
Who am I?
So you
a
went
caracal
antelope
just
first.
sounds like it's running around with those spiraled horns.
Okay.
You know that one?
And then we'll go with antelope. Antelope.
Wildcat.
Ah. There you go.
That was just a
I
guess
didn't
on
know.
my part,
Me
so it
too.
didn't matter.
I didn't know.
I know, you didn't have strong feelings anyway. Caracal kind of sounds like the name of a drink.
When you threw the horns on the
Cocktail.
head, it swayed me.
The spiral one, some sort
Yeah.
of, not a ram either. I know
Yeah.
what those are. Thank
Yeah.
you, gang.
Yes.
Yeah. Geography.
Don't know much
Nothing
about geography.
I do. Blue question.
Handle
Okay.
this.
Ankara, A-N-K-A-R-A, is the capital of which Eurasian country?
Oh, I get a case of
It's,
Eurasia every now and then.
That is Turkey. That's Turkey.
Turkey.
It is Turkey.
That's how I roll.
Okay, very good. All right, so for your audio clue,
Let's do it.
and we're going way back. Okay, so you have a couple of things that, well, you know what? You go ahead and play it,
Play
and
it
then
first, and then we'll ask the tough questions.
I'll go ahead and
There's got to be a morning after.
God, boy, what a... I bet you the suicide rate highest in the 70s of any decade. This music from the 70s is just, my God. It's instant depression. Dude.
Okay.
So good.
Okay. So, your first question again, if you get any of them, okay, can you tell me who sang the song? And it was also featured in a big-time disaster movie. It was
I
the
know
theme.
this. I got this.
Good.
I got this.
Can I
nailed.
guess?
Yeah.
Is it Anne Murray?
No.
Okay.
That's a good guess, though.
I just drove 600 miles, Jeff, from...
You listen. This song made your playlist.
I put the 70s on 7 on all the time.
Oh, you got serious now. Look at you.
No, I rented a car, dude. I didn't think I
rented
drove
a
my car out to freaking Utah.
You drove all the way
You're
from
my
here to
boy,
Utah?
dude.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know when. I thought you meant to like see Brooks or something.
No, I just drove 600 miles from Utah to Nevada. And that would be the lovely and talented Maureen McGovern.
Jeez Louise.
And that
Whoa,
would also,
that's one. Very
and
good.
it would also be from the epic disaster film. I'm almost 100% certain on this because I remember it well. I've watched it a bunch of times. The Poop Side Down Adventure, the Poseidon Adventure.
Very good. So, that and the Towering Inferno, who was the director?
Oh, God, no.
That's okay. That was good. That's okay because those were the two disaster movies.
I can tell you a lot of the
I
can tell you a lot of the actors and actresses in the Poseidon Adventure. Gene Hackman with the lead role.
Yes. Leslie
the,
Nielsen was the captain.
The dude from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was in it. Shelley Winters was in it. There's all kinds of people.
Ernest Borgnine.
Ernie
Yes.
Borgnine was
It was all-star cast.
Yeah. Back
Roddy
then.
McDowell.
Oh.
Very good, man. I didn't.
70s, baby.
It was Irwin Allen. Remember Irwin Allen?
Yeah.
That
was a great.
That's okay.
It probably had an impact on me as like a movie watcher. Because I love disaster movies. Like I've told you before, I love plane crash movies. I like watching the plane crash. And the 70s were disaster heaven, dude.
Yeah.
The airport movies, I just
Without a
was
doubt.
fascinated
Without
by
a doubt.
Earthquake, Towering Inferno, Poseidon Adventures. Like you go through these like little periods where certain genres flash, and that was the disaster era.
Yes. Very, very good. But that was excellent. Okay. Same last names.
Okay.
What are the last names of the founders of Textbook Publishing House or the pair who sang the country hit "It's Your Love"?
What now? It's your love.
Let's
just
talking about Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Huh?
Hill? McGraw and Hill?
Yeah. McGraw Hill. That's exactly what it is.
Very good.
They owned McGraw is wasn't that Fox 30's owner at one point? McGraw
Josh
Hill?
McGraw.
Yeah, Josh McGraw. I think he's from that McGraw Hill, not the
Really?
Tim McGraw side from the
Yeah. Speaking of relative, wasn't Carly Simon? Wasn't she part of Simon and Schuster Publishers? Wasn't
Was
her
she? Oh, I don't know.
father or something? I think I may have heard that. I don't know. That I could be wrong. But okay. Let's see if we can get you a couple more here.
Yeah, we got time for a couple more.
Science. Okay. Composed of two or more atoms, what is the smallest particle of a substance that retains its chemical and physical properties?
It's a. Okay, I'm sorry. The question again. The beginning of the question.
Composed of two or more atoms, what is the smallest particle of a substance that retains its chemical and physical properties?
Is it a microbe? Would that make sense?
Molecule? Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Molecule? No, it's a. What about what you get when you get a virus? It starts with M. What am I doing? What am I? It's a.
Get it out, bro.
It's there. It's stuck, man. It's stuck in my brain.
I don't know what it is. I'm looking at a picture of Charlie Woods getting a state ring with his mom
man.
and Tiger.
This is how you roll.
I lost focus.
Right.
I lost focus. This is why I had to cheat in high school.
Shiny things, man. Hey, bro, we doing trivia.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. I dismissed
Come
it.
on, Dan.
I just thought Jeff would knock out the science question and we could get. I could hear some more music.
Science. Who are you kidding?
Okay.
It's
It's science.
Yeah. Thank you.
So one more. I'm sorry. An element. What did you say it was? What is the question? One more time.
Composed. Sure, that's all right. Composed of two or more atoms. What is the smallest particle of a substance that retains its chemical and physical properties?
Element.
Molecule.
Molecule.
And I thought you were going to say it.
E.T. said it.
Okay.
E.T. said it.
Yeah, one more, and and wouldn't be complete without U.S. presidents.
Of course it would.
Sure it would.
All right, I'll focus.
Okay. All right, listen carefully, okay?
I didn't know
Who
Elon
are the
had another
only
kid.
two... Who are the only two consecutive U.S. presidents with the same first name?
James.
I think you can get... Okay, it is James. You're right.
Is it Polk
You're
and
right. Can you
Harrison?
name the presidents, though?
How about Polk and Harrison? James K. Polk, James Harrison, James...
Jimmy Carter?
Earlier on.
James...
Jimmy Washington.
Like in...
Jimmy Adams.
Jimmy Jefferson. James Jefferson.
JJ, they called him.
It'd be presidents 4 and 5.
Yeah, John
That's how early on.
James Buchanan. Yeah, for sure.
4 and 5?
Yeah.
Washington, Adams.
They were 4 and 5.
Jefferson,
Who's that?
Adams.
Yeah.
And then we forget who
And
they
then
are.
whoever.
It's James Buchanan. James Buchanan and James Milford.
James Lincoln.
Was it not James Grant?
I don't care. Get him out of here.
It's James Rockefeller.
Wait a minute, don't you want the answer?
No. Yeah, I do.
All right,
What is
James.
it?
It's James Madison and James Monroe.
We knew that, too.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Dolly, that's Dolly's dad.
All right, boys. We'll see you.
See ya.
Have a great day.
This is the
Earl
drill.
the Pearls Pop.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell,
1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting to know my money's in good hands with my guys at ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money. Listen, I admit it, I don't know a ton about the economy, higher interest rates, 401ks, SEP IRAs, but I do know as I move closer to retirement, I watch my money grow. And that's because of Jeff Hartman and Dan Abel and Reagan Wright and Reed Wingate and Chris Bryan, and not just me. Junibug, Drew, 3 generations of Hickens, friends, family, all use ITP Partners. And they listen. The reason why they give us individualized strategies, our goals become their priority. Get in the game, guys. ITP Partners are always there to help. You need information? Chris at ITPPartners.com. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751. It's 312-9751. What a great time to get started. ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
You E to the T here, and if you're still in the market for a sports book to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one-stop shop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with that Vegas life experience right from that cellular device of yours, my boy. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the website. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Put in 2, get back 3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you decide where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere. And don't forget that promo code 1010XL. Come on, somebody.
The most common form of treatment for the arthritic joints is normally cortisone injections and gel shots and over-the-counter medications. And most patients have tried all of that and are still in pain.
Every day, Dr. Aaron Wolkoff, a QC Kinetics medical director, meets patients who have exhausted every method to get relief. They've been told surgery is their only option.
They want to stay away from that path, and they come to us almost as the last hope. So we're using our own body's properties to help manage pain, to help slow arthritis down, keep the patients active with no downtime, and get them back to what they enjoy doing. I mean, I love what I do.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments from our board-certified providers help heal and restore aching joints. No surgery, harmful drugs, or downtime. Call for your free consultation today.
QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Excelling in the classroom and the sports arena is quite an accomplishment. That's why 1010XL salutes the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Wednesdays on The Frangie Show, brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Race into Gate for big offers. By big, we mean great deals on Red Bull and a chance to win tickets to the big race coming to Miami May 3rd through 5th. Buy 2 8.4-ounce cans of Red Bull, get one free. And if you're a MyGate Rewards member, you are automatically entered for a chance to win race tickets. Not a member? Download the Gate app and sign up today. See store for details. Go from good to Gate.
Mike Dempsey here for Awaken 180. Many companies promise results, but how many actually stand by it? Well, Awaken 180 sure does. I dropped my 25 pounds, Matt Hayes 40, and Hacker now 35 pounds in his first month alone. Find your results at awaken180weightloss.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and I always tell you, hey, what's hot on the street, but what is hot on the water right now?
We've got some big news from Honda. They have a boat coming out, and much like they did with their jet, they went out and partnered with an industry leader in Scout Boats. He's making the hull for them, but everything else in the boat is all Honda.
So you're talking in the next handful of days and weeks, we will see Honda on the water at your showroom.
It'll be on the showroom, and it'll be ready to go.
So log on to cyclesofjacksonville.com. They are in the marine business with Honda. Keep track of it right there on Atlantic near Regency.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. starts now. The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right, let's do some sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. E, what are you handing out today?
Oh, man, if you like that heavy metal, I'm talking heavy.
Yes.
Heavy metal. I got a pair of tickets for Lamb of God, live at Daly's Place on July 23rd. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com, but also the winner will also be entered for a chance to play in the 1010XL Guggen Golf Tournament.
I will say this.
Selected April 10th.
The name of the band would qualify, I think, as a, quote, bait and switch.
I'm not sure they take away the sins of the world, but, ooh, honey, this is not what I thought.
I might want to slide to that just to see what it looked like in there. I might have some Jinkos or something. Like
so I mentioned a little bit earlier, Hick.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to bring this up yesterday. We're just so content heavy. Some things just get pushed to the side.
Infotainment.
But E.T., what does he call him? I
believe
Chris.
Tommaso.
Yeah. Did you see his latest work of poop sculpture?
I heard you discuss
He made a poop sculpture.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Well, I mean, you yelled at me and chastised me when I told you.
I didn't know it was him until I
was...
got in, but he said, this is crazy. Yeah,
Well,
what's his
I
name?
mean-
Chris. I still call him by his, natural born.
Dumbasso.
Shrub-asso is what he's. But this was an all-timer. Anyway, before that, the curious case of Stetson Bennett, which maybe isn't so curious at all. This is one of those privacy issues. Stetson Bennett obviously was, battling things for a while that go outside of your ability to
Well, it
read
looked like it was
defenses.
alcohol problems.
That's what it looks like.
He
And
got
that's-
arrested in Dallas for running around drunk, and
That was before the draft, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we brought it up, and okay.
we saw him at they're little. Look, you're a student, college student, but they're like after the national championship, I think he went on one of the shows. You could tell he'd been. It's just little things.
All right. Well,
Little
anyway,
signs.
missed all of his rookie
But yeah,
season.
he disappeared, dude. He
Well,
disappeared.
they put him away for non-football reasons. The non-football, whatever the official term is. Well, we have an update via the Rams. Kirby had, by the way, commented on it within the last few days, but he went way overdrafted in round 4. All you Georgia fans told me Stetson Bennett was going to be a starter, and tried to tell you, well, no, he's not. He's not near good enough to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. Now it's just a matter of viability. Can he even stick around? Rams GM Les Snead said the plan is to have Bennett participate in the team's offseason workouts. They're going to, quote, onboard him. Well, this onboarding phrase, that's become one of the hot flash words.
I don't like it.
Bennett was seen working out with his trainer earlier this month in Dallas as he tries to get, his everything in concert in his life. So far this offseason, Snead and head coach Sean McVay had not given a definite answer on Bennett's status with the team. In February, McVay said they would contact him at the appropriate time. Now it appears that they have made contact and he will be with the team again. I don't know if he's officially, they have a quarterback room that has no room for Stetson Bennett, a 27-year-old, 6-foot quarterback who in year 1 had, I would assume, Johnny Manziel type problems.
Yeah, wasn't good.
Because don't forget, they got Stafford, right? Who did the Rams just go sign? Anybody remember? And the Rams, by the way, are a contender, okay?
Right.
The Rams aren't going to trifle around with somebody at the back, a snap or two away from somebody who's never played. Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah.
You remember who they signed at the end of last year when they needed a starter? Carson Wentz.
Okay.
They got Matt Stafford, Carson Wentz, and Jimmy Garoppolo. Point being, Stetson Bennett better use this onboarding opportunity to at least prove that he's, gotten control of things, has the stability to give it a try for another team, because it ain't going to work with the Rams giving you that quarterback lineup.
So he's coming back, though.
He's been, there's been a sighting, there's been a comment on, so, gosh knows what's happened in Stetson's life between then and now. Hopefully, whatever those issues are, they're damaging. They go way beyond football and occupation, right?
Yeah. Kirby Smart talked about ETN for the first time.
Yeah.
He said, I would want to first reiterate what I said last week. I've enjoyed getting to know him. I think he's a great kid, great person. I wonder, how much time do you think ETN and Kirby Smart have spent together?
I don't know, 6 minutes?
I just wonder. We've gotten to know his family, enjoys being coach. He's a bright kid, push him hard out there. Anyway, ETN will be subject to the team's internal discipline. Previous arrest for DUI, which is one of the 4 charges ETN faces, have resulted in a 1-game suspension. He'll be suspended for a game.
Well, if Georgia wants to know why their terrible problem is so out of hand, there's your answer. That's a ridiculous penalty for a DUI.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
You tell your players you can go out and get a DUI.
Yeah.
Which could potentially kill someone due to your irresponsibility, and it's a 1-gamer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
The other thing is, again, the way the situation had it, it's 2:00 in the morning. He's going 90 miles an hour. Again, those are
all the things that Georgia's doing.
That's when trouble happens.
I'm telling you that Kirby is making a big, big mistake, and I don't care that this is you guys can accuse it all you want.
Right.
I don't care if it's a former Gator. This could be just some recruit. I don't care. I'm very well aware of what Georgia has been battling from a real, not a PR standpoint, a real standpoint. They're a terrorist organization on the roads up there. The Georgia football program is a terrorist organization. They driving and drinking and driving and wrecking and killing and maiming. What do they get, a game?
I know, right? That is wild.
I mean, we just had high visible incidents with staffers and first-round draft picks and drag racing deaths and position coaches. I mean, it is an epidemic. You can't, I'm sorry, man, at any point you're going to show any genuineness in actually giving a crap.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to take the hit, man.
Yeah.
And in this case, it should be Trevor Etienne. Trevor, I'm sorry. We are zero tolerance when it comes to these issues here at the University of Georgia. I hope you understand. We don't think this defines you. We think you're a great kid. But because of what we've been through with these kinds of things, which I kind of think I told you, we're going to have to let you go. But that ain't how the football factories operate.
Think about it. What was the kid who from Jacksonville who lost his scholarship for saying the word?
Right?
Yeah. He said he
was
rapping words and lost his scholarship.
It's just, I mean, I'm sorry. This is not. This isn't. You stole a book from the bookstore, man. This isn't you ran up a credit card that wasn't yours. This isn't you missed curfew. You're driving 90 miles an hour drunk at 2 in.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And that's the biggest. So anyway, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Though. And
it seems so.
We will go from there. All right, here we go. It's 8:07. Oh, by the way, the New York Hockey Rangers first to 100 points and clinched a playoff berth last night. We now need 16, 16 wins.
You finished the game before Boston did?
Huh?
You finished your game before Boston?
Yeah.
That's why you're first to 100?
First to 100.
Thought they had 102 Boston, but I could be wrong.
Well,
I'm not a hockey guy.
Listen, I hope they do. I don't want to win the President's Cup. It's the kiss of death.
I don't know. I thought you were going to seriously chastise me for correcting a hockey stat or point. The only reason I know this is because Boston and Florida played last night, and I'm not saying they do have 102.
They don't.
I don't know. I asked.
Yeah.
Did I not ask?
Well, you said
did they play? Does Boston have 100? Do they have 100?
That's not what you said.
Do they have 100?
Did you finish before Boston did?
Because you said they were the first to 100.
And they are. The Rangers have 100. Boston has 99.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But the way you said it,
I thought they had 100.
Well, that's right.
Well, there we go. We've corrected it.
Yeah. And what you've done
is
now taken away from
stole my mama's pocketbook.
Taken away from a great hockey game in which the Rangers and Flyers went back and forth in the third period. One of the best periods you'll ever see. 4 goals to 3 goals, and then into overtime. And I
took away that glory.
Yeah.
I put it on Boston, Florida.
Yeah,
that's too bad.
Yeah. So Boston,
I shouldn't have done that. That's my bad. Go Rangers.
Boston has 99. It's very tight, though. The Rangers have 100. Boston has 99. Florida has 97. Carolina has 97.
I don't mind the Rangers or the Knicks. I can casually root for them. I probably would deny you a title when push comes to shove to that length.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the Mets, I just assume get it right out in the first round. I'm sure you feel the same about the Hawks versus the Braves.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother you too bad if they make a run. Ultimately, you get a little glee to know that I'm in pain. That's how you are. It's who you are. That's the 10-minute drill. I'm not. Since you heard the Trapasso list, I'm not gonna bring it up again.
Well, no, you can tell folks real quick.
This is unbelievable. So this dude, Chris,
he rated the quarterbacks from drafting in the last 4 years, and he had guys.
It's asinine.
And why it's asinine is because he put the 3 guys who are going to get drafted, who haven't played it down yet, ahead of some proven guys.
Who you hope they will be.
And we all know if he looks at the other guys, you're not going to get home runs with all three of these guys.
Not to mention the ceiling for some of these guys he's placed above guys or what those guys currently are. In other words, the ceiling for Drake May is Justin Herbert. He's got Drake May ahead of him. The ceiling for Jaden Daniels is probably Jalen Hurts. He's got him ahead of Hurts. He's got Tua behind four guys. He's got Jalen Hurts behind Will Levis.
Yeah,
he's got Trevor Lawrence behind Will Levis. There's 21 quarterbacks. What caught my eyes, he's got Trevor 11 behind four guys that haven't played it down in the league. It's just this, by the way, you can't come back from this with Chris. I'll say it, Damaso.
Thank you.
This is the dumbest. This person is the most incompetent person in a relatively high-profile job of anyone in the sports industry. If you can make a list like this and you work for a place that's dumb enough to print it,
that's fair.
This was so bad I would pull it if I were the editors.
Well, did you see what you want to talk about dumbassos? Did you see what the Lexington Herald banner did the other day?
No. By the way, Daly's has dropped off the sandwich of the month, the Cuban. Huh? My God, I've never had it. I feel like I just ate a Krispy Kreme donut made of pork and cheese and ham and pickles. It melted in my mouth. The Dash is slaying it. Head to the Dash today and get a Cuban. Hit me up tomorrow on the text line and say, thank you, Prosser. Thank you. I'll say, you're welcome, friend. They're open today, too.
The Lexington Herald Leader is a newspaper. Where?
Lexington, Kentucky.
And what school's there?
The University of Kentucky.
And who's the most high-profile person in that city?
John Calipari.
Yeah, more than whoever the mayor is.
Yeah,
I don't know who the governor.
Maybe Patino.
Maybe Patino. Headline in the Lexington Herald Leader.
Uh-huh.
First line, it's a commentary column. $33 million Calipari buyout. And then it has the rest. The only problem in the headline, there's John Calipari walking off the court, $33 million Calipari buyout. Calipari, Kalipari.
Ooh.
They spell it with a K?
Did they do it on purpose for Kentucky, maybe?
No!
It wasn't like in a thing.
They're morons.
That's bad. That's bad. Well, journalism, I mean, you have people that aren't qualified for the level that they are in editorial positions in journalism. That's happened in local TV, local print, local everywhere. Oof. It's not the same. You know, it used to be.
They ran it through Chat GPT, man.
Yeah. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct if you want to go see Lamb of God. They may not take away the sins of the world. But
it was just over altar of Satan.
Yes.
It was a close
one of those.
It was a close vote.
Be kind, be courteous, be correct. We're back with more on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's hard to explain, but play-by-play just sounds better on the radio.
What a turn of events!
1010XL, Jacksonville's home for play-by-play.
What makes a Honda certified pre-owned vehicle so special? 182-point inspection, 24/7 roadside assistance, first-year free oil changes, and a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty for carefree driving backed by American Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Hey, you can hear from my friends at Rhino Shield. Rhino Shield, oh my goodness gracious. I can't tell you enough good things. If you need your house painted, your business painted, Rhino Shield, you got to try them. Stop paying for exterior paint that does not protect your home or business. Rhino Shield brings you a beautiful and durable coating, right? It doesn't chip, crack, or peel ever. 25-year warranty, gang. No mold, mildew, algae growth. Nope. Water intrusion doesn't happen from those crazy storms we get in Northeast Florida. Fights assault, corrosion, Class A fire rating. And in the end, it saves you thousands compared to the cost of repainting it over and over again. And right now, gang, 0% financing. It's a great time. Spring is here. They're ready to go. They're ready to help you. 0% financing, up to 20% off some of your low pricing. It's never been easier to paint your home with the Rhino Shield. Here's what you do. Get a free estimate. Simple. Go to rhinoshieldjax.com, rhinoshieldjax.com. Book that free estimate today, and you'll be glad you did.
Big Chief Tire has been Jacksonville's trusted tire expert for over 60 years. Frank Frangie here. The new season is upon us, and they are here to ensure your journeys are smooth and worry-free. Gear up for any travel by scheduling service at one of their 5 locations. From tire rotations to custom wheels and more, the experts at Big Chief are here to ensure your vehicle is ready. Visit the website at bigchieftire.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule an appointment today.
Duck Rooter is a full-service plumbing company that's locally owned and operated, fully licensed and insured. We'll be at your home in a timely manner, provide honest pricing, and ensure the job is completed correctly, or we'll make it right. Duck Rooter can handle all plumbing jobs, including repairing broken pipes, clearing clogged drains, to installing new fixtures, water heaters, garbage disposals, and full repipes for older homes. If you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769. That's 904-862-6769.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Let's go! Let's go! Don't miss the Jacksonville Sharks' first home game against the IFL defending champion Bay Area Panthers next Saturday, April 6th at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Kickoff 7 p.m. Let's go! Let's show them what we got. Let's go! Tickets as low as $15. You can't find Saturday family, affordable fun anywhere else. Call 904-621-0700 or go to jacksharks.com. Dust off your boots, grab your cowboy hat for Western night. Join us at 5 p.m. for Shark Fest, every home game located outside the arena for our pre-game party. Help us rock the take as we roll out the 2023 NAL Championship Band. Let's go! Don't miss opening night of the season next Saturday, April 6th, 7 o'clock in the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Be a part of indoor football fun and exciting, non-stop action. For tickets as low as $15, call 904-621-0700. Don't forget your cowboy hats. Let's go!
Wondering what you're going to do for dinner tonight? Southern Steer Butcher is a full-service butcher, and we grind and make sausage in-house every day.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand's story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
Yo, it's your boy E.T. And if you're still in the market for a sportsbook to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one-stop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with real-life Vegas experience right from that cellular device of yours. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the comfort of the crib. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Put in $200, get $3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you dictate where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. FSU continues its football spring camp. The Noles head coach Mike Norvell continues to like what he sees.
4 practices in, I think we've done a lot of great things. I really like the competition. I like the playmaking ability that's showing up.
Jaguars center Mitch Morris met with the media and shared the type of player the Jags are getting.
The thing is, you just try to build relationships and then be the person that team needs to be. I've always prided myself on offensive line, zone line, just being the catalyst for them playing their best football.
The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp 2024 season begins Friday, March 29th with a 3-game series against the Gwinnett Stripers. They're a AAA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves. That runs through Sunday, March 31st at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 8:19 and it's 68 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, sounds like a pop quiz that he has put together for us. I love me a pop quiz.
Pop quiz!
Talk to me.
So, gentlemen, earlier we mentioned Shea Gildress Alexander. All right, SGA for short.
Mm-hmm.
Plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The boy's ballin'. The kid gets buckets.
I think he's probably, honestly, because we all watch the stars, Durant and James, but the new wave of basketball players, those guys are right now better. I mean, they're terrific players.
Yeah, this kid gets buckets.
Yep.
SGA became the 5th player in the last 35 seasons to drop 50 or more 30-point games in a season.
How many in a season?
50.
30-point games?
50 30-point games in a season. He became the 5th player to do so.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
In the last how many years?
35 seasons.
Jordan.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me get you right. Damn. Jordan did it 1989, 1990, 90, and 91.
Right.
So
What's the category again? I'm so sorry.
SGA
I got confused.
SGA is the 5th player in the last 35 seasons to drop 50 or more 30-point games in a season.
SGA has 50 30-point games this year?
Yeah. I know, right?
I'd say Jimmy Harden probably did it.
Ooh, look at that. Look at Dano.
Well,
Jimmy Harden did it in 2018-2019 season when he was with the Houston Rockets.
I mean, you kind of have to think in terms of like the super scorers.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm doing.
It's like it's not going to like.
So far, we got
Did Steph? I mean,
LeBron? I bet LeBron did it at some point. That's a lot of games, though. No,
50 games with 30 points.
Okay.
I mean, he could have. I'm not
we'll
taking
come
him
back
off.
to him.
I'm not taking him off the. I think we're like. What about Luka? Hasn't he done it this year?
I like that.
You gonna go with Luka?
Yeah. Is it LeBron? Okay, good. I was asking. That wasn't a guess.
Okay.
How many are there?
5 total.
I'm gonna go Steph. That was one of my first
Oh, yeah.
instincts. Steph. Damn.
What about
y'all
Russell?
are missing one that y'all would know for sure. Like
Westbrook.
Hell with this pop quiz.
Giannis.
Scorers.
Come on, think of somebody.
Durant.
Who's always shooting the ball.
Trae Young. Oh, Dame. I mean, your list sucks, dude. It does. This is Anthony Davis.
Great, one of the greatest Lakers of all time.
Kobe.
Oh no, my bad. Wrong. Yeah, Kobe. Kobe did it in 2005, 2006.
That sounds outside the parameter to me. Yeah, I guess that's true.
And there's one.
AI.
That's a good guess. Oh.
Now we've named. I feel like we've named every big scorer in the league.
This guy would be considered a Kobe killer when he was playing.
A Kobe killer?
Yeah. Orlando Magic.
Oh, Vince?
Oh, no.
McGrady.
Yeah, T-Mac did it in 2002, 2003.
I would have never got it.
Yeah, me neither.
That's a good.
McGrady's career is underrated.
Very much.
Very
underrated. Oh, that's good. The super scorers for sure.
I don't like to criticize college football players, but because they've become small businessmen, not even small, large businessmen, and they say things that I get it, they're kids, and kids are dumb, and like an ETN, you can't win or lose on him, the criticism. We already went through him and what happened with him, and just I don't like DUIs, and we try to teach our children about drinking and driving. You can't get a DUI. I will criticize this cat who went to Ole Miss from Florida, Princely Umamamamalayan.
Okay, Princely U, I like to call him.
Yeah, PU is what I like to call him.
What's wrong now?
Well,
you turned on him.
Hey.
Well, he went to Ole Miss.
Sure.
But he took a shot at Florida yesterday in the coaching staff. And, these guys, I feel like at Florida they just told me to go play, and here they're teaching me blah, blah, blah. And at Florida, it was almost like they were just telling me to use my talent. When I dropped back in coverage of Florida, they would tell me to go here, and the coaches go into detail about what routes are being run. I actually feel like I'm being developed here. And I would respond to this. And again, true or not, you've left the program. There's no reason to take shots at a program that gave you a chance, A. And B, more importantly, I'll pull out the video where you half-assed it on about 30% of the plays, and be glad to show you where you wore number 1 or number 33, where you would come off the ball and just stand there because you're gassed or whatever. It rubs me the wrong way, I guess. And at some point, I listen. I know Florida's no good. Okay, I get it. 3 straight losing seasons for the first time since the 40s. I hope that they know what they're doing. I don't know that they do. I just don't think that's necessary. So that's my complaint and my little mini rant. Because I don't like to go after college kids, and I think that, but those are low blows, dude. I don't need the low blows. I'm sorry. I don't
Well,
like
it's hard to take because of, how it's been.
I would like
Take the low blows if you're winning.
I would like nothing better than to somehow knock off Ole Miss and Princely and see him. I would run the ball at Princely U 40 times when we play Ole Miss.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I'd like to, put the apparently barely suspended Trevor Etienne to a poor stat game too, but, you got to do it.
Can't say it's going to happen, right?
Right, you got to do it.
I get it.
It's funny you bring up Gator Spring. Billy Napier was down there. He's met the media yesterday, just kind of talking about, what's going on. He said earlier he's excited about his team. The irony there is the monotone voice doesn't sound like he's excited about anything. But what are you excited about exactly?
For the first time, you've got experience. You've got some young talent. There's depth, so there's more competition, right? So overall, I would say the new staff members are making an impact, and I think that the practice has been intense, focused, competitive. We're getting better because of that.
Does it hurt that seems to have such little person spark?
It all hurts. I mean,
when you're not winning, and I don't mean to pick on him. I'm not saying it is, but he's just so monotone. There's just no excitement. There's no effusiveness out of the dude, and it's hard to be effusive, I guess, if you're losing. But I don't know. I want to see some sign that that makes me,
Well, here's the sign.
Excited.
I will tell you this, and I've heard this from numerous people down there, and they believe in the program. They believe in what they're doing. Again, if it doesn't translate to wins, and it's hard to see that, but they feel like they're now up as an SEC program, and if they are, they'll win 7 games this year or 8 games, and they'll be competitive, and you won't want to play Florida. Now, are they there yet? None of us think so. And you know what? We may beat Miami in game 1 and turn around and lose to Kentucky again. But when you run through that gauntlet at the end, those last 5 games, you're going to have to find wins in there, and it's going to be tough. But it will be a great challenge. So I hope they do well, and I'm looking forward to it. But I've got to build on hope, and I've got to build on Graham Mertz and DJ Lagway and Trey Wilson and an improved offensive line and a much better defense. It has to be.
Oh, yeah, and that's hope, by the way.
And the young freshman guys who would make plays but then disappear at times being better, and transfer portal guys like Pup Howard coming in and wreaking havoc, and Shamar James being healthy again, and the defensive secondary with experience now. I mean, that's what we've got to and you know what? It's got to be one of those, listen, these guys are going to know who they just played, where they just played. And you got to get that back, and until they do, everybody can take shots. There's nothing you can say to respond.
There's something else that lingers and makes such a difference as you try and transfuse your DNA, but you feel it in Tallahassee. A confidence that comes over you when you win the last half of your games one year and then rattle off an undefeated season the next. And gosh, you look at you look at what FSU has lost, man. You look at who's going to the draft. I mean, not just the highest profile guys and your quarterback, but the Jaheim Bells, the second lineman Brandon Fisk, the both receivers, Trey Benson, and yet there's a confidence about you and your program as a fan because your coach has proven that when it comes to restocking, he's knows what he's doing, and he's Mike Norvell has had 2 or 3 great transfer portal classes that have taken his team to a new level, and now the high school recruiting starting to match. And it's not just about the transfers, Dan. I was kind of looking at their spring perspectives. They got young guys in the defensive backfield and other places that are homegrown and recruited.
Yeah.
And
listen, they got 2 of the top 10 players in the country in recruiting coming off 3 straight losing seasons.
Yeah.
You can find some optimism, but again, it's just going to be tough. And it, to take it back to Calipari, and I'll ask you your thought about this, and I kind of liken it to this. Kentucky going out in the first round of the NCAA tournament as a 3 seed or a 2 seed is, to me, a lot like Florida football being 5-6, 5-7 every year. I mean, what Kentucky basketball is going through right now is a lot like what Florida football is going through, I think. And you could say, well, what do you mean Kentucky's winning? And yeah, but they're not at the expectation, just like we're not
from an
the
expectation standpoint. From a success standpoint, they couldn't be more different, but from an expectation standpoint, for sure.
So I
mean, a Florida fan would kill to stay in the top 10 all year, even if it meant losing the bowl game and going home early.
Yeah, Kentucky wasn't in the top 10 all year for sure. But I mean, I know what you're saying.
I'm saying year and year. That's all.
If you're a top 25 team, you're going to a bowl game in college football. So.
But it would be like in Florida right now, if you could tell me we're going to make the college football tournament the next 12 years. The furthest we're going to go is the championship game, which we'll lose, and we'll only go to one other Final Four. I'd say sign me up. Now, 8 years later, I might have a different opinion.
I just want to give this shout out real quick because I like to talk about, our Lockett Law High School kids. Y'all remember, you remember Maddox Spencer? You know that name? Jeff or E? Maddox Spencer?
I do know the name.
What are you thinking? Think football. Remember we had a receiver from Nice come in here? Isn't he the little receiver from Nice who had like 300 yards?
Games. Yeah, I know who you're talking
about.
And
we were shocked by the fact that he wasn't 6'3".
Yeah, he was a little dude.
Yeah.
He's a little guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess looks like he's a shortstop for the baseball team.
Yeah, dog.
He had a walk-off home run to beat Coral Gables last night.
He had a tater.
I mean, this kid's a hell of an athlete, man. I mean, my gosh. I mean, so anyway.
Maddox, what you doing next Tuesday, son?
Yeah. And I love, and these are, and one more thing, and we'll head to break. We'll come back and do this. And this falls under this guy's related to Chris Dummasso, this guy on Twitter.
Oh,
he sent me this tweet. Yeah, so shout out to this guy who's friends with Chris Dummasso. FSU 10-run ruled UF. Thoughts? Oh, wait. We don't discuss when FSU beats UF. I'm sorry, Jeff. It's 8:32 in the morning. How many times have we talked about FSU beating Florida last night?
3,
4? Yeah.
3 or 4. Yeah.
So,
not to mention the 6 o'clock hour.
Hey, Dummasso, and you know who you are on Twitter. Yeah, don't print. I just don't. I hate when they put stuff that isn't true on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing that you have like 6 followers and nobody knows, so I won't call attention to it or retweet it. Because if a tree falls in the forest and you're there, nobody knows it happened.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway.
No one would get the report,
you're
saying.
We'll talk about FSU and the great win last night. Again,
it's
it was a great environment. It was awesome. And
by the way, all you FSU fans, if you want to know, just MapQuest Omaha. You might find it one day.
Ooh.
Get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Florida's a super regional host going off they're in the championship series last week. They're pitching the 5th and say, what you want to match up in the postseason? Huh? You want to invite us over? That's BRA. Okay, that's fine. Enjoy your midweek win.
Oh, there we
It's
go.
college baseball,
Rivalry
Brody.
is back.
Stop it. Where were y'all in basketball season, you
Where
tools?
were you?
Bunch of tools is what you are.
Damn you.
Yeah, enjoy your baseball win. Congratulations.
This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Cruise to victory lane with 1010XL this Sunday at Richmond.
He's on it now, and he's pulling away.
Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's NASCAR station. 1010XL.
Couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. That's how they treat you when you head over to that beautiful showroom right off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what we're talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And what are you in the market for? Do you need a car? Do you need a truck? Do you need an SUV or electric, pre-owned? Are you open to anything? Well, George Moore Chevrolet has anything. They got it all, man. Listen, I went Silverado. You're My Boy Blue is taking me around town like a champion these days, and I couldn't be any happier. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, it's no problem. Just go to morechevy.com. Transparent pricing. All the vehicles, all the sales, all the service, all the parts. It's never been more easy to use. That's Moore Chevy.com. George Moore Chevrolet, gang. Together, let's drive.
Hey sports fans, this is Hayes Carlyon for QC Kinetics. This is the time of year to enjoy life. Stop letting that pain in your joints keep you from doing what you love to do this spring. Call QC Kinetics now. Set up a free consultation. Call them at 904-274-5522. They've got 2 great locations, Mandarin and Ponte Vedra Beach. Go see them. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. I'm talking lasting joint pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. It's a fact. QC Kinetics is literally transforming lives. Their advanced treatments harness your own body's ability to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. Pro athletes have been doing this for decades, but now this life-changing treatment is available for you. So you can walk and run and climb stairs and play golf and move again pain-free. 904-274-5522. That's QC Kinetics. Call them today.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. WaterboyJax.com.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
Hey Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Everything you need to know about your Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony.
Jaguars Today from the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
Every weekday from 10 to noon on 1010XL.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Got a septic tank at your home or business? Give Duck Duck Rooter a call today to schedule your pump out service. From septic pump outs, inspections to new septic tank and drain field installations, we are Northeast Florida's only master septic contractor. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Leon Searcy here, Jaguar legend and 3-time national champion. Are you ready to elevate your game and dominate on the gridiron? Our elite offensive line camp is designed for young athletes who aspire to push their limits, refine their skills, and become the very best. It's called the Lineman Life. Sunday, April 14th, D1 training on Beach Boulevard. Whether you are aiming to make a starting lineup or a college scholarship, this camp is for you. Spots are limited, so secure your spot now. Go to eventbrite.com, the Lineman Life - offensive line camp. Enter promo code 1010 and get $25 off. Greatness awaits.
Yo, it's your boy E.T. And if you're still in the market for a sportsbook to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one-stop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with real-life Vegas experience right from that cellular device of yours. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the comfort of the crib. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Put in $200, get $3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you dictate where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Get ready, get set, and go to the Ready, Set, Go sales event going on now at Arlington Toyota. Arlington Toyota is loaded with fresh, new Toyota inventory. And right now, you can get interest rates as low as 4.9% for 72 months on select new Toyotas. Plus, get credit help with Arlington's pre-approval program, and every new Toyota comes with Arlington's lifetime warranty. It's the Ready, Set, Go sales event in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, and online at arlingtontoyota.com.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Dano.
Yes, sir.
I just want to give a shout out to my DSBs.
Okay.
You know, just holding it down out there, man. The dark-skinned brothers.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing, my boy.
Okay.
You holding it down.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
Is there a specific or no?
I mean, I love the work that Marcel Robinson, like Marcel, that's my guy.
Oh, yeah?
I love the work that he does.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's one of the best.
Uh-huh.
He's slow as hell, but he wanted to go.
Oh, that's hard from the guy who backed out.
I ain't back out, dude.
I don't know if you could be saying he's slow and you're the one that couldn't race for whatever reason.
I'm in training, don't worry about it. It's coming.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Dead wrong.
Well, I tell you,
I'm going to just say something. You're going to disagree with this because I know you get big into the baseball and the other things. But let me give you guys a reality out there for Gen Pop. All the back and forth between this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
Gen Pop, no one gives a blank except what happens in football. Okay? FSU fan can brag about a midweek baseball game. Florida fan can brag about they went to the NCAA basketball tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia fan can talk about Mike White and the NIT.
Yeah.
No one cares, man. That's not winning the bragging rights among the fan bases.
Yeah.
It's important if you're within that fan base. The other fan base does not care what your baseball or basketball team.
I don't agree.
I know you don't. I told you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
And that's okay that you have that feeling.
Yeah.
You're not correct on that, but it's all right. It's just you're not. It all matters.
You're not. It matters, but you're not being honest with yourself on that one because
That's
I know
how I
how
am as
it
a fan. I know how I am as a fan.
The impact of Florida losing to LSU in the World Series matches the impact of Florida losing in the football national championship.
If we knocked Florida, if we Florida knock Florida State out of a regional or at the College World Series, which we have done, it is as joyous a feeling to me.
As beating them last year engaged at the end of the year.
In football.
I just don't believe you.
I'm just telling you. Now,
I don't believe that.
If we have, I want a better athletics program. Now, football drives I'm not disagreeing that football drives the bus. And
the fans.
And has, if there are different buses, some football has the big luxury liner bus. And it has all the... many fans on it, but there are other buses or even vans or even small cars that are represented by the other sports. So I would like to see Florida at some point get good in women's basketball. I've always liked college women's basketball. I'm not a big WNBA guy, but I've always liked college women's basketball. We've talked about this forever. So it does matter to me to a point. And trust me, when football's going bad, I go back to what I rely on. And if it's springtime, listen, who did Florida beat for a natty in golf last year?
FSU.
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. So anyway.
Again, you did. 95% of Florida fans don't know they played last year in the championship. That's my point. I'm talking about the blood and guts sitting in the line at the Jiffy store this morning. Not talking about the ones that go down for softball games during the year.
Blood and guts.
The blood and guts, man.
I love the blood and guts.
The ones that are out there mispronouncing the names.
Yeah, okay.
Predicting, talking about schedules that never happened. Those guys.
All right.
Those
are
our peeps.
Okay. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. And listen, last night was a really fun night. It's great. Listen, we have people out there tailgating for this baseball game. I'm telling you, E will be there next year.
Oh, for sure.
Guarantee it. I just don't think he understood the enormity of the event, and it really is. If you're going to rate the sporting events in town, this would be one of my personal favorites. Again, it's just a personal favorite, but I love college baseball too. You're not as big a college baseball fan.
No, not even. The registering of a loss in college baseball versus the SEC championship game in football is a temperature of 1,000,000 and snuggled up in a bed under the fan.
Yeah, so I love that, and I love watching that stuff. So that was and it's great, man. It's great going out there. I saw a lot of people. We talked about them earlier. Shout out to all the dudes and ladies who were out there. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a great deal. So, and FSU beat the hell out of Florida last night.
And I will say this, like on the Omaha thing, you people are some piece of work, man. From the text line, FSU 23 trips to Omaha, you have 13, but rant about not finding Omaha is certainly recency bias. Yeah, so is last night's game. That's the point. You want to chastise me the Omaha comment about being recency bias, and you're talking about a Tuesday night baseball game in March.
Again, just play the numbers. 35-21, 22-6 in the last 28 games. I mean, Florida has dominated FSU, but FSU is going to be good because they got a good new young coach. They got the right guy, and he'll build a good program. And by the way, the nice Jacksonville representation. Lodis is from Bartram Trail. Cantu is Creekside. Max Williams led off for him last night. He is Max Williams Clay? I think he's Clay. I don't want to get it wrong now. He started at Alabama. He transferred over. Let me get that right.
FSU is much improved, and they have spent much of their history with the 23 are in a test.
Yeah.
They're a good baseball program. They've been down of late, and my point is, compared to football, yawn. That's all.
For you, but not for everybody.
For most.
Clay High School. Yeah, he's Clay High School. So.
Shout out to Blue Devils.
Yeah, so, I mean, they again, and so – but it was good. Anyway, it's a great event, and I love it being there, and the fans pack the place, and I think the kids I think they love it, man.
I will say this.
It's a great environment.
I am closer to basketball is closer to football than me. I recognize than what it is for most people. That's I'm not saying that you can't register.
No,
but
we're different.
Yeah,
I celebrate.
Different.
I celebrate SEC and national championships at Florida. I love those.
I have I'm going to offer up a pest of the day before we take a quick break.
Okay.
Yeah, the pest of the day is brought to you by Mission Pest Solutions. I this is getting kind of
hectic.
Well, justice for everyone but me and whatever. These Shohei's folks, it's time for let's maybe bring them in for some questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of these jackasses thinking they can just say and do whatever.
Fair.
Somebody had the nerve to ask them, well, okay, which authorities exactly have you contacted? No comment. Superstar Shohei Ohtani's reps declined again to answer questions about just which authorities they've contacted to report the allegation of theft against his interpreter.
Well, can I the wire transfers were in Shohei's name.
Mm-hmm.
The translator told ESPN Shohei paid off the sports betting debt.
And then changed his mind after he...
Ohtani's PR people told ESPN the same thing.
And then changed their mind a day later.
Then changed the story the same day.
And then the interpreter
said the guy was lying.
And then the interpreter said he was lying.
Ohtani says, and we should not call this a press conference. It was not a press conference.
A statement.
It's a statement. Wouldn't answer any questions. At the press conference, he said it was all his guy. He doesn't know anything about this.
Well, in part of this statement, in my pest of the day, in addition to all those things that have transpired in the last, 4 days to a week, there's this. The lawyers, when they made everyone lie and change the story, because that's what they did. The real story is Shohei paid it, knew he was paying it. That's what they all said. Mm-hmm. You don't get to say that it fit the scenario and then go back and change your mind.
Yeah.
So his reps said... Shohei has been the victim of a massive theft, and we are turning the matter over to authorities. Well, now it's been a few days, and folks are saying, okay, well, what authorities? Could you show us some proof
that
Ohtani or his reps have actually reported the theft to any investigative agency? The reps took a pass on any comment on that. So there has been no confirmation from any local, state, federal agencies that have anything to do with a report from Ohtani's camp. The Department of Homeland Security has confirmed it's working with the IRS to investigate Ohtani's ex-interpreter, but will not specify, if anybody can get to the bottom, it'll be the IRS, buddy. There's some money to be made out there.
Yeah.
Some green. They'll get to the bottom of it because they can get a lot more of Ohtani's jack than they can Ipe, who, again, right now is sipping Mai Tais in Tahiti.
Yeah, because
they
the
paid him
Ohtani
off.
camp gave him money to go away.
Yeah, go on. Just sit around. We'll see you in 10 years.
And again, listen, Major League Baseball is doing a poor job here. No major sports entity has turned its nose towards gambling. They've all embraced it, and that's okay.
And they're dealing with it when it happens, right? You have to, Calvin Ridley was a good player.
The happiest guy about the Ohtani thing is my guy in where does he play? The NBA kid. Porter kid, he's Otto Porter's brother.
Toronto.
Yeah.
So this dude, you heard about this dude, right?
He's betting his own props.
He's betting his own props. He leaves a game. One of the games, by the way, we have more activity on this under prop bet than any other prop bet. He leaves the game, one game with an alleged eye injury, and leaves the other game because he allegedly wasn't feeling well.
Just to hit the prop.
To hit the unders.
That's so damaging.
Dang.
I mean, bro, so this guy's got to be – now, what is the penalty?
That should that not be
like barred?
Crazy.
Should you go jail?
That's like Donaghy type stuff.
Yeah, when we lose – ladies and gentlemen, when we don't believe – I mean, the NFL went so far as to joke about it in the preseason. The Jags did a great thing on the scripted stuff. But if we get to that point where nobody believes, then your sports are dead.
A report from that Colorado-Florida game, there's one official, unless that's been debunked, blew the whistle 22 times. 21, he called a foul on Florida and once on Colorado. I need to see what his
if that's true, there should be an
BetUS.com account looks like.
Yeah.
So there's all that and more. The Pest of the Day is brought to you by guys that will get rid of any and all pests. They're Mission Pest Solutions. Pest problems here in Florida are persistent, but it's mission accomplished with my friends at Mission Pest Solutions. Call 944-PEST. You'll speak directly with the owners. Locally and Navy owned, by the way, with Russell Skinner and Tyler Terranez. Mention 1010XL. You're going to save 50% off your first pest or termite protection service. We're back with more next on a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. By the way, gang, Beatrice is right now hiring when it comes to their commercial plumbers. So check them out online. Commercial plumbers right now needed over at Beatrice Plumbing. So if you go to the website, you can find out more there as well. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
He's in a shotgun now.
Follow every play, interview, and press conference.
When we're balanced, it's hard for the defenses to adjust.
On the home of the Jaguars, 1010XL.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. That's why I'm telling you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But here's the question that you need to ask yourself. Have you done your last will? And the answer is probably no. And listen, man, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, you got to take care of this thing, right? Because you never know. Besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He's going to listen. He's going to help you with some tough decisions. He's going to provide you the info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's a Hinson Law Firm. If you have questions, reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Did you hear what's happening? Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet are spring cleaning. New inventory on the ground means we need to make more room. Take advantage of huge savings on thousands of vehicles priced to sell. New and pre-owned prices have been reduced and all sales associates have been instructed to give maximum value on all trades. But you better hurry, the best deals go first. Head to Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville to take advantage of our spring cleaning sale. We're here to wow you.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only costs are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org, and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing New Year's specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoors Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing and Septic Services.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
When you think about a metal roof, think Prime Roofing. Prime Roofing is Jacksonville's local contractor that manufactures, fabricates, and installs metal roofs. Schedule today at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Plenty of hot spots all over the First Coast, from the beaches to Riverside, San Marco, and St. Aug. If you're out and about and having fun, make sure you designate a driver so everyone on the road gets home safely. Budweiser, reminding you to play it smart.
Well, I'd like to think that you know this already, and I sure hope you have experienced it if you're a pet owner. Because if you're a pet owner, there is only one place that gets you the peace of mind that you want, and it's a perfect name. It's Pet Paradise. It's the ultimate home away from home for your four-leg family member. Whether your pet prefers a splash in the pool or just making new friends, Pet Paradise's team of pet lovers now, pet-loving pros, going to ensure the most important pet in your world has a great visit, whether it's day camp or an overnight stay. Oh, by the way, inside these ultra-modern facilities, dotting the First Coast, I believe 8 or 9 locations now, it's always any and everything you need under one roof. They have professional grooming services, veterinary services with New Day Veterinary Care. At Pet Paradise, it's top shelf customer service and treatment for that member of your family, that four-legged member of your family. So go to Pet Paradise right now. Book an appointment. Find out what they're all about at petparadise.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Cards, 9 o'clock, nasty. I haven't seen Malcolm Butler in a while, but the mugshot's not very nice as he gets a DUI.
Yeah, DUI. No. Kirby just announced he'll run steps.
Yeah.
He'll run steps.
Yeah. Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day, 4 names that you would draft. Over 600 votes are in. Dreamfindershomes.com. Wiggins, Thomas, Bowers, Verse. Bowers is the wild card there. Just if he's there, would you take him? And 35% say, heck yeah, I would.
By the way, I think the Jags are in that 35%, should he fall there.
All right.
And I think we're to that point, Dan, that if you got a guy, when you get to number 17,
I don't care. If
that position, though, that's the only place you're going to, unless you just get lucky, that could, legitimately, he could fall and he's like a Kelsey type.
Yeah.
Rather than getting a good player.
I would, if you told me that Brock Bowers was Kelsey or Kittle, if you told me that Brian Thomas was Justin Jefferson, my point is I don't care what position he plays. I would take that guy.
Oh, well, me too. I just think from watching watching LSU and Georgia, I think Bowers has got that potential to be that more than Thomas.
And I'm not playing that guessing game. I'm just telling you, I would not care the position.
I think
if I could add I said this last year, and I'll say it again. We don't have the stars.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why Bowers is the pick.
If the left guard is going to be Hutchinson, I'll take him. If the corner is Prime,
that's just you want a good player.
I want a star.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I think that's what Bowers. I think Bowers is just the difference maker compared to those other guys.
That's fine, and you're probably right.
I'm not telling you there won't be a receiver come later. I mean, Puka Nacua came in round 6, but you can find them somewhere. Or in second round, the Jags ought to be able to find a Brian Thomas. I'm losing my mind. They should find that comp there. In round 2, if you're not getting the upper guy, if you're not getting one of those top 4.
I have here, Jeff, in my hot little hands, the number 17 pick through the last few years.
Yeah, we always have fun with this. Let me get a speed trap in real quick. Don't even need the music. Speed trap brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories, radar detection, and more. Matthews Bridge, Arlington Expressway. Keep your speeds down over that way. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
17.
I'll just go in order.
These are some. I think I saw. There's one. Anyway, go ahead. There's a Hall of Famer on here, I think.
Christian Gonzalez last year, too early, but they liked him.
Yeah, they like him. Sure, corner.
Zion Johnson from the Chargers.
Is that a lineman?
I think so. Alex Leatherwood from the Raiders. Bust. CeeDee Lamb.
Very good. I bet you the receivers are good. That's 15 to 25, man. There's a lot of good ones
Dexter
coming.
Lawrence.
Good player.
Good player. Derwin James.
Very good player.
Jonathan Allen.
Good player. Boy, why did he fall that far?
Keanu Neal.
Yeah, he was there until injuries.
Yeah. Eric Armstead.
What do you know?
C.J. Mosley. Good player.
Yeah.
Still playing.
Yeah.
Jarvis Jones.
Not so much.
Drake Kirkpatrick. Nate Solder. Mike Iupati. Josh Freeman.
We should have stopped a while ago.
Gosder Cherilus.
I liked it for a while.
Jarvis Moss. Chad Greenway, David Pollock, DJ Williams, Steve Hutchinson. There's my guy.
That's a Hall of Famer.
There's a Hall of Famer.
I knew I saw someone on there, one of the linemen, but still, yeah.
Steve Hutchinson is a 17 overall pick. If you
probably
gave
go
me
anywhere from 12 to 22 and have the same kind of list.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But those are the actual 17 picks.
From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, why does it matter Ohtani paid a gambling debt? Because gambling in the state of California is illegal.
Right.
You're not allowed to gamble with
he broke
bookies.
the law.
So he's gambling with a bookie. That's why. In addition to gambling, according to the Major League Baseball rules, you can't gamble with a bookie.
And, by the way, if you lost $4.5 million, as Jeff said yesterday, how can I believe that you didn't bet on baseball? When you're desperate and you're losing money and you know so-and-so's not playing and nobody else knows that. And no inside info.
And no bookie in the country is going to let some interpreter named Ipe run up $4 million tally.
Well, they only Shohei's name was on it.
That's what I'm saying. That's how they know.
So you can't you can't do that. So anyway, we shall see. Who's that knocking at my door? Somebody's ringing my bell. Sorry. It must be 9:04.
It is 9:04, and the doorbell is ringing. We literally have a doorbell here.
So anyway, it'll be interesting to see as when we get closer to the draft. And again, what we've said all along, and this is so true, and the Jaguars, you look for certain signs, and the draft last year was not good. It was a disaster. They need to rebound this year because if they have 2 bad ones in a row, and again, maybe there's a chance it'll get better. These guys are all young, so we'll see. But right now, it was a disaster. If they have another bad draft, I don't care who they get in free agency. I don't care who the quarterback is. They're not going to.
You maintain with your underpaid talent, and that's what the young guys end up being. And
critical.
I'll say with just a little more emphasis, then don't take this as an I believe in the draft class.
Mm-hmm.
But in fairness, it is way too early to say that it was a disaster. It was not a lot of impact in year one. But if you're a playoff team, a lot of playoff teams don't see 7 or 8 rookies in their draft class.
I didn't want 7 or 8, but I definitely wanted when I draft.
Well, you got a starter at tackle.
When I draft 13, I need 3 or 4 to be impact players, guys who are contributing.
I only had a couple or 3 that contributed. That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I just and beyond one, I really had nothing. I know the kid. Antonio
and
Johnson.
Parker Washington played some late.
Yeah, but what did he do?
He had a game where he had 7 and 80 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
this is where I embellished the stat.
I'm not even sure Parker Washington's on the team next year if they draft a receiver. You want to tell?
Yeah. No, yeah, he is.
You want to bet? Who? Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you not listened to what they've said all offseason about the onboarding, about giving their prospects chances?
Yeah, okay. Tell me who. If the Jags draft a receiver in the first or second round.
Yeah, Elijah Cooks is gone. Not the draft pick. Those 5 are in the lineup. Those are the 5.
You have. Who do you have?
I have Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, Parker Washington, and Elijah Cooks. Those are my 5.
Zay Jones, Gabe Davis, Christian Kirk. Those 3.
And then Parker Washington and Elijah Cooks.
What about Devin Duvernay?
He's not ahead of those guys as a receiver.
So what's the bet, fellas? What y'all trying to do?
I'm not doing – there's no bet. Settle down.
You're the one who said it.
I did. I just a response. But I got Devin Duvernay and I got the second-round pick. Then who?
Well, first of all, Washington was on the roster with Agnew and Ridley. Why wouldn't he be on the roster with Duvernay and a draft pick if he comes?
I think you're right.
Well, I do think that Washington, I'm not saying we believe in him, but they say that because he got to play some by the end of the year, he was more, let's see, his best 6 for 61 in a score.
Yeah.
That was against the Bengals. Then he had another.
I didn't see anything from him. I got to be honest. And he was terrible at returning kicks.
He had 2 touchdowns back-to-back weeks, but other than that, you're right.
Didn't he have a real nice catch in the back of the end zone for a tutty?
Yeah. But to your point, then the last 4 games when you could have used him stepping up, I mean, he was only targeted 13 times and only caught 7 of them, 8 of them. But I do think that, they draft, again, Balky's got a mad on for his guys not playing, where he should be happy that they're not getting exposed. Right. It seems like that's the deal. Listen, we drafted a bunch of corners that were supposed to, a couple of corners late. They were supposed to be okay. Where's Braswell? Where are these guys?
Right.
And so I don't think we can say that's the disaster has
been
fulfilled.
Listen, Parker Washington was a 6th-round pick.
Correct.
So
for sure. So was Puka Nacua, though. I'm just saying. They're not going to just go – they're going to cast him off immediately.
You know who else it was? Trey Palmer. He was pretty good for Tampa, wasn't he? He went after Parker Washington.
And I don't know – I bet Trey Palmer played more. They didn't play Washington till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Unless they had to.
Yeah.
And by the way, 16 catches is nothing to write home about. I'm not saying. I just think that I'm basing this more on what Balky's going to damn make sure of than I am my opinion. Do I think a great team has Parker Washington as their 5th receiver? No, maybe not.
Yeah, and I'm not picking on him. I'm not.
I know.
Lacey didn't do anything. Ventrell didn't play. We chronicled the 2nd and 3rd round picks.
Bigsby is a big one this year to determine that. Bigsby, your running backs don't lose their skill. They got to get him up to speed, give him opportunity, and let him
and just
make
along
some
those
plays.
lines. And again, you on one hand are saying all this, and I agree, but yet you're going to tell me I'll take Park Powers in a second. Well, then what are you doing with Bretton Strange, your 2nd round pick? Flush.
No.
No.
Flushing him? No, they play.
He stays?
Yeah.
With Bowers and Ingram and
Bowers and Ingram will be on the field at the same time a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And then Strange will be that blocking guy, I would think. The guy out is the Ohio State kid.
Big Luke.
Yeah.
This is the drill. We got 9 o'clock nasty coming up.
None of those sound real awesome, by the way. They don't sound like any kind of move that puts you
that's why I want
up
Hutch.
a level.
I want Hutch.
Well, that's fair.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Does Flutie have a pro miracle?
I'm Doug Flutie on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Here's Flutie rolling out, and he is in for the touchdown.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, we all think the same way, right? We pay all these premiums monthly, and that's okay. But if something happens, man, we need some answers. We need them fast. And that's why I'm so glad to have the Kaproskis in my life. Greg and Chris Kaproski take care of all of our insurance needs. And when I say take care, I mean it. If something happens, you call, they answer. They jump on it. They help you. If they don't answer, they call you right back. That's called customer service, and they take it very seriously. And so if it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat insurance, small business, the Kaproskis are always there for you at your time of need. How do I know? Because they've helped me and my family numerous times. Me, my daughter, my son. So get an insurance checkup today. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaproski at goosehead.com. Craig.Kaproski, Koproski at goosehead.com. You can call them 478-8422, 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaproski, part of the Goosehead Insurance family and part of our family as well.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm Taylor Rose with our Remedy Staffing Westside office off of Normandy Boulevard. We are helping great people find great jobs. Remedy has helped some of the best employers in Jacksonville find talented job seekers like you for over 25 years. Our current job openings range from entry-level distribution center pickers to equipment operators. Apply today at remedygoodjobs.com. Don't wait. Apply at remedygoodjobs.com now.
If you're getting engaged and want to spend way more than you should on a diamond, go ahead and shop the Big Chain Diamond Store. They love taking your money. But if you want the lowest price guaranteed, shop Beard's Diamonds.
Right now, get 5 years, 0% financing with nothing down.
Friday on The Frangie Show, tune in for the House Call segment brought to you by Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Rehab. Join the discussion as a JOI expert tells us about baseball and softball injuries. JOI, where the pros go.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars. Make them your AC partner. With honest cost estimates before they start the work with no hidden fees. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball presented by FIS with tickets starting at just $5 returns this month to 121 Financial Ballpark. Opening weekend is set for March 29th through the 31st. Come early for the opening day street carnival and stay for the fireworks. Tickets for all 75 home games are on sale now. JackShrimp.com. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Affordable. Family fun.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Bank in the 2023 Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards, and it's easy to see why. I go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the new Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Yo, it's your boy E.T. And if you're still in the market for a sportsbook to call home, bet that nonstop action of the madness with MyBookie. MyBookie is your one-stop for all your sports betting and casino needs, complete with real-life Vegas experience right from that cellular device of yours. Take your viewing experience to the next level with real-time live betting that lets you stream and bet the games right from the comfort of the crib. Sign up now and take advantage of the generous welcome bonus on your first deposit, all the way up to $1,000. Put in $200, get $3. Ready to play instantly using promo code 1010XL. And the fun don't stop there. You'll get up-to-the-minute odds, props, and this week's expert predictions to help you dictate where to put that cash at. And the best part about MyBookie, you can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
If golf is your thing, you'll want to check out the 2024 Hills Pass at Hidden Hills Golf Club. Unlimited golf, including golf car and preferred tee times for just one low price. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to purchase your Hills Pass today.
Get ready for an unforgettable musical journey with the incredible Claire Vandiver at Players Grill Mandarin. Influenced by indie rock to modern pop, Claire's unique sound is a breath of fresh air. Come listen to Claire Vandiver Friday, March 29th at 8 p.m. Players Grill, where the neighborhood meets.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Gator football head coach Billy Napier continues the spring camp for the Gators and remains impressed with the difference his staff is making.
Overall, I would say the new staff members are making an impact, and I think that the practice has been intense, focused, competitive. We're getting better because of that.
The Gators rallied over the weekend to take 2 out of 3 from the LSU Tigers, resulting in a 2-spot jump to number 6 on the Week 6 Division I baseball rankings. The Gators have held the top 10 status for the entire year, but shaky weekend results had them down to the number 8 spot last week. In the NBA, the shorthanded Miami Heat fell to the Golden State Warriors on Tuesday evening. Some key players were out for the Heat: Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:16 and it's 69 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we start another season tomorrow. It's a season that Jeff and I love, that some of you don't care, but it's throwdown time again. It's Major League Baseball. Oh, today's Wednesday. It starts Thursday. I have in my hot little hands here our friend Daniel Murphy out of town this week, but he has sent his predictions. Okay. He has division winners and wild card. He doesn't have the World Series champion. So we'll have to get that from Murph eventually. But he has sent in his prediction. So I thought, without further ado, real quick, we could run through this.
Okay, this is the keeper or just the?
Yeah, this is the keeper. It's the day before baseball. Are you not prepared?
No. What do you mean am I not prepared? I'm the one that has to write all this stuff down. Settle down.
We like to tuck it away and sort of save it.
Yeah, this baseball seems easy until the season ends, and then it wasn't as easy as
There's always a shock.
Yeah, that question is who's the shock. Last year it was kind of Baltimore, wasn't it?
No, their youth exploded, right? And it's hard to go against certain teams. And anyway, so without further ado, E, I'm not going to include you on this unless you want to play.
I'm always down to play.
You want to do predictions for a wheel spin?
Oh, no. I don't play that.
Where are the odds? Where's Vegas?
Okay, right to it.
Stand by.
Where does Vegas stand? You want to start with the American League first?
Yeah, let's do the American League.
All right. Want to just go like division winners?
So we have 3 division winners and 3 wild cards.
That's correct.
Yeah. Let's do division winners.
Listen, the trendy pick in the division is going to be the Orioles.
Mm-hmm.
They were terrific last year.
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone with the Yankees, but man, Garrett Cole and DJ LeMahieu are both injured, so I'm going to be like the rest of the sheep, so to speak. I will take the Orioles.
I'll also take the Orioles. They added Corbin Burns, and I think the young kid, the Holiday kid, is going to be a superstar. And they got the Rookie of the Year. They're just loaded. I love the Baltimore Orioles, and if you're a Baltimore Orioles fan, enjoy the ride. You deserve it. You have been in the abyss for a long time.
Central seems easy to me. You got Buxton and Royce Lewis, Carlos Correa. Mm-hmm. I know they lost Sonny Gray, but I think it seems to me the Twins. No one that's in that division. They're all just kind of treading water, aren't they? I'll take the Twins in the Central, and I will not have a wild card coming from there either.
Again, you went first on this one. That should have been me. That was selfish. I'll take the Twins as well. Pablo Lopez is on that team. He's really good. I I think most people would pick the Twins in that division. I think that's a no-brainer.
Oh, well, me.
I'll lead the West.
All right.
I don't know.
It's an easy one for me.
Okay. I don't know why this team doesn't get more love.
Oh, I know who you're going with then.
Yeah. I get what the other team has done, and I will have both of these teams in the playoffs. But I got to take the Rangers, man. And I think adding Wyatt Langford, I think he's going to slam dunk win Rookie of the Year. I think that, and again, I don't really want to root for the Rangers. They got a lot of former Mets, and I don't like those guys anymore. But those guys are all coming back in the second half, and I think they have enough pitching to stay afloat and out-hit teams. So I'll take the Rangers to beat the Astros.
And I don't disagree that maybe the Rangers are last left standing when you get to the postseason, but, man, they're missing that pitching staff until the All-Star break in some cases. So you're talking about winning the division. I know last year Houston got off to that terribly slow start, and Texas got way off to the quick start, and Houston ultimately ran them down, right? The Astros won the division.
Yep.
I'm gonna. So I'll give you the Rangers there. I'm gonna stick with Houston.
That's fine. I got no problem with that.
All right.
I'm going to go. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Wild card.
Well, I'm going to go Astros as my one wild card.
Yeah, I'll go Rangers.
Okay. And then I'm going to go. I always like to. It's funny because most people will pick Baltimore, and then you got to go back to the East. And you'll consider
and
other
who is it? I mean, there's 3 or 4 good ones.
That's what I mean.
I don't
know. The only one you're probably not going to pick is the Red Sox.
Yeah, because any of the other could make it.
Yes.
At some point, I got to think that the Rays, you just can't let talent go.
But I'll take the Yankees as my wild card too, just because of Soto and Judge.
There's 3 now, so you got another one.
Yeah, but go ahead and you do your second one.
I am going. This is just strictly fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 17 times, shame on me. I'm going to take the Rays.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Rays
That's
to be
fair.
better. I know that they're hotshot superstar young guys still facing issues bigger than baseball, and I know that Glasnow is off somewhere else, but they just seem to always have an answer. Remember, they lost the young cat last year who was off to the best start. What was his name? The pitcher for the Rays, only pitched 2 or 3 times. I'm going to go with the Rays.
McClanahan?
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Rays.
All right, I'll go different. I'll go Mariners.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
I'll go Mariners.
This is a hard one, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
I like the Mariners. I mean, I love their,
Yeah.
Julio Rodriguez could be the MVP. I mean, they feel a lot like the Braves felt right when Acuna and stuff was getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the Mariners too. So we got a lot of the same teams here.
Let me give you.
We only have one. The only difference is you got the Yankees, I got the Rays.
Let me give
as far as the playoffs.
Let me give you the expert Danny Murphy's picks.
What do you have?
Danny Murphy went O's, Twins, Rangers, Astros, Rays, Yankees as wild cards. So a lot of the same.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at his National League. And we'll head to the National League. We'll go backwards just because, and we'll start in the West.
Okay.
I'll take the Dodgers.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
I will also take the Dodgers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how you can not take the Dodgers. I mean, really, for
It's the Dodgers and the Braves are the two. I mean, just ahead of everyone else. Ahead of everyone else, it's the Dodgers and the Braves. But anyway.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is just like still like some PSTD from losing to them two years in a row in the playoffs, but why are the Phillies considered below those two?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great
question. They got 2 great
unbelievable
starters.
Yeah.
They got an unbelievable lineup. They have a good bullpen. The bullpen emerged last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, you see hardly anything. Like if 28 people vote, 27 say the Braves win the division,
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Braves will win the division. In fact, we'll move to the East, and I'll go Braves.
We're going to the East.
Yeah, because I've got the Braves on my mind. I want to go Braves now. I want to scream it from the rooftop. Braves. Can't wait. We open with the Phillies tomorrow. Allegedly. Rain coming. What do you got in the East? What are you going to do there, Chief? Huh? Poison pill you going to take?
I will go.
You take the poison pill of your own team, which is no way in the world going to win the division, which will hurt your credibility as an analyst, or the poison pill of 2 of your least favorite teams outside of.
I hate them all.
You hate them all. So, I mean, what are you going to do? You going to take the Nats to shock the world?
You know, a better question to respond to my initial question with you this morning is, Hick, who do you hate more, the Braves or the Knowles? What would I answer?
It would depend on who was asking.
You know me. What would I answer? Who do I hate more, E, the Braves or the Knowles?
The Knowles.
Yeah, it's the Knowles.
It's the Knowles.
It's the Knowles.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, it is the Knowles. It's the Knowles. Also easy for E.
Yeah.
You hate the Dodgers.
That's good. I like the fact that in a year and a half he's figured that out.
Oh, he knows.
I can see
He
that.
listens. He hears the shows every day. He hears the breaks.
He's able to. Well, he's also able to decipher between the embellished rant and the true feelings.
Yeah, the tone. I can tell.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I will take the Braves begrudgingly.
Yeah, makes sense.
And in the Central,
say it loud, say it proud.
In the Central, I hate the Cubs. And they, by the way, may have signed the best Japanese pitcher of all of them in this Imanaga guy.
Yeah.
Shota Imanaga, who has a backdoor slider from the left side that is impossible to hit. But I'm going to pick the Reds just because I don't like the Cubs.
Oh, I don't dislike the Cubs at all. I think the Cubs are tomorrow we'll play an even better game with a pledge from each of us to not study in between.
Mm-hmm.
And that's know your Major League Baseball manager.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the Cubs got correct counsel this offseason.
Yeah, of course. I knew that because...
Oh, because you were in the mix for him. That's right. See, I would have forgotten
Another reason I hate the Cubs.
So my point is, I like that influence on a team that...
Yeah.
If I remember right about the Cubs last year, the thing with them is they were like the run differential team. They had a really good run differential.
I don't know. They won like 83 games.
Yeah. Didn't make the playoffs, though, did they? They
won
choked.
the division, right?
Did they?
Yeah.
No, they did not.
No,
they
did.
choked.
They
Down
choked.
the
The
stretch.
Brewers won. Yeah, you're right.
So I'll take the Cubs to win the division.
Okay.
And by the way, a good year to be in that division. It's not a good division. I'm surprised more people in what I've read aren't on the Cardinals because of the moves they've made, but
yeah,
I'll take the Cubs only because of I like the Council Edition.
Yeah,
you won every year in Milwaukee.
Let's do wild card.
Okay. I got to go Phillies. I mean, they certainly seems like a wild card at the very least. So Phillies for me.
I too will go Phillies.
All right.
I will also go with the addition of Jordan Montgomery overnight. I'll take Arizona, who made the World Series last year, to make the playoffs.
It's so hard for me to believe in them, but man, they did go to the World Series. They do have a young team, and they're scrappy. But gosh, they're in a division that's got the Dodgers, the Padres, the Giants. That would seem. I'm gonna cycle back to a team that now doesn't have all of the. I don't know if I could do that. You know what I might do?
What?
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with some DNA in the worst division of these three divisions. So I'll go Cardinals.
And as a man who's an eternal optimist, I will go with the Mets as my wild card team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could happen, I guess.
It could happen, I guess.
I'm going to go Giants.
It could happen, I guess.
I mean, it could happen.
guess.
I mean, you're rebuilding, I guess, a little bit.
Rebuilding, I guess.
Who did Murph take?
Oh, let's see. Daniel Murphy went Braves, Cubs, Dodgers.
Oh, same as me this time.
Phillies, Diamondbacks, Mets. Atta baby, Murph.
Met lovers.
I love you,
I
Murph.
don't believe what you say, man.
Murph, if you were here right now, I'd hug your neck.
I mean, do you believe what you say, Murph?
I'll hug your neck,
You haven't
Daniel
been
Murphy.
in the media too long to become this disingenuous.
I love me some
Although,
Daniel
listen,
Murphy.
he took the Mets over teams like the Cardinals and the Giants. I mean, it's possible.
You understand that I have been a New York Mets fan.
I don't trust your pitching one bit.
For 50-some-odd years,
I
since
do.
1970.
Yeah.
I could give you a list of top 10 New York Mets, Dan Hicken's top 10 New York Mets
Yeah.
of all time, and Daniel Murphy is firmly implanted in there.
Okay.
100%.
I know he is. I could probably.
100%.
When we come back, Jeff names Dan's top 10 on The Drill. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Hey, Hicken here. March is Workplace Eye Wellness Awareness Month. Here's a tip for you. Sit in front of a computer all day. Follow the 20-20-20 rule. Set a timer. As a reminder, look 20 feet away every 20 minutes for 20 seconds. Got it? It can be as simple as looking away from your computer screen or out the window. If virtual meetings keep you in your seat for extended periods of time, shut those eyes for 20 seconds. And then do this. Call or visit BowdenEye.com today. That's BowdenEye.com. And schedule your consultation. Why? Because Bowden Eye keeps the First Coast focused.
At Edwin Watts Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, there's something that binds us all, the collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the all-new Ping G730 and I530 irons. The G730 irons are Ping's longest and most forgiving irons, while the I530s fit golfers who want more distance in a player's design and are engineered for higher launch and more. Visit us in store at Edwin Watts Golf Shops or online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right. Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatsierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
See the world through the eyes of a linebacker.
I tell it like I see it, and I see it like a middle linebacker.
Tom McManus joins Jaguars Today every Friday morning.
Period.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website customtreesurgeons.com. That's customtreesurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
There are only a few things the government does well, and processing passports is not one of them. Hello, it's Congressman Aaron Bean, and taking care of constituents in Northeast Florida is a top priority. If you need help with that passport, the VA, Social Security, or any federal agency, call my office, 904-557-9550, or visit bean.house.gov. I'm Congressman Aaron Bean, and serving you is what we do. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Did you know Prime Roofing manufactures, fabricates, and installs their metal roofs? If you're thinking about a metal roof, think Prime Roofing. Schedule an estimate today at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Bueller Air Conditioning presents
Are You Cool?
Today's lucky contestant, a cheese negotiator from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Margaret Drent.
How do you like my costume, Bob? I'm Gruyere.
Well, you smell great, Margaret. But here's your question. What's wrong with your air conditioner when you hear this sound?
Oh, that's a toughie. Are you sure you don't want me to tell you the suggested retail price of a box of Rice-A-Roni?
5 seconds, Margaret.
Is it a compressor motor starter failure?
That's right, Margaret. And if you call the coolness experts at Bueller Air Conditioning, we can fix that faulty AC to make sure that you are cool.
It's surprisingly stuffy inside a giant cheese.
You signed the waiver, Margaret.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Bring your marketing to the next level with 3D Digital, your local video production and digital marketing agency that specializes in ensuring your brand's story is seen, heard, and remembered. Our award-winning team creates professional content that will be launched across multiple platforms to precisely target your audience. Call us at 904-712-4004 or visit 3ddigital.com to define, design, and deliver exceptional results for your business.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
In the mood for a melody.
In the mood for a melody, I'm in the mood.
Thank you. I'm also in the mood for some New York City headlines.
You can dance, you can sing, you can dance. In a song with you. All right.
That's what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah. All right, well, New York City headlines are just so outrageous that I
Actual
often...
headlines in New York
I
periodicals.
often have to call immediately after the segment and tell Pet Paradise, no, you are aligned with a great operation. Yes, we do stand for wholesome family values. We're trying to get your message of the great, terrific company you are. And then they say, well, then why are we doing New York City headlines? Because it's very popular,
It's a talker. It's a talker.
Meanwhile, you want just a good, cleaned up, buttoned up, wholesome family service, then that's what you get at Pet Paradise, who will love your pet as much as you do. From the climate-controlled suites to the bone-shaped pool to the indoor-outdoor facilities, grooming, vet care, and everything in between. No one does it better than Pet Paradise. Go to petparadise.com.
Oh, boy. A crack in the circle. Sean Diddy Combs has been untouchable for decades, but now people are out to take him down.
Man,
Source.
if these things are like true, he can't go down hard enough. This is disgusting stuff, man.
If he was been untouchable, he about to
By
get
the way,
touched.
it's about time to touch all the untouchables because a whole bunch of other dudes running around in private jets doing this kind of thing.
Mega
It's
Millions
disgusting.
Mega Millions player in Jersey wins $1.13 billion jackpot, fifth largest in lottery's history.
Yeah, it was last night, I guess. So I'm not going to lie. If I'm not going to win, I'd rather the winner be in New Jersey than Atlantic Beach. Just too close. Too hard.
Quite a racket. Private school students get fake ADHD diagnoses for 200-point boost to SAT, ACT after tests brought back by Ivy League.
Ivy League is one of the big losers in this whole standard thing. I mean, it's just like getting into community college now.
Frustrated Ridley Scott blocked from entering his home as agents raid neighbor Sean Diddy Combs' property.
Ugh. What's that? You can choose your friends, you can't choose your neighbors. Isn't that what they say?
I guess so. Rabble rouser, migrant influencer encouraging others to invade the U.S. squat at homes is now on the run from authorities.
Well, I mean, why run, buddy? Just tell them you want more. They'll give it to you these days. You squatters apparently got more rights than us that actually own the property.
That is one of the most confusing.
Heinous. Yeah,
I don't understand.
It's America today.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of idiots. Non-common sense, non-context morons. run this
Nailed
place.
his problem. Atlanta magnet man uses bike rigged with giant magnet to remove 410 pounds of screws, nails, and sharp metal off streets.
So he rides around with his big magnet, cleaning up all the discard.
Good
for
Samaritan.
him. Yeah.
Say it ain't show. One thing that needs to come out of MLB's Shohei Ohtani gambling probe.
Well, there's more than one thing that need to come out, but at the end of the day, this nonsense that he didn't know nothing to have anything to do with it is just that. Nonsense.
Novak Djokovic abruptly splits with coach after lackluster start to season.
It has been a slow start. I think we call that not coaching, but age, Dan. Age can do that a little bit.
Ostrich captured after escaping Korean zoo, dodging traffic for an hour.
Well, and then was hired by Major League Baseball where he immediately put his head in the sand.
Endless love. Happy 80th, Diana. How Miss Ross, the OG, the diva, turned pop upside down.
The OG.
80 years old. Is she the one? No, it's Dionne Warwick did all the psychic stuff.
Yeah.
Quarterback sacked former NFL star appears to get knocked out in ugly bar fight. Video.
That's Vince Young. Who
He
else
didn't
could it be?
appear. He did.
Yeah,
He got
Young.
boomed.
Vince Young is a disaster, huh?
She's mad. Katherine Jackson fires back at grandson Biji's objection to Michael's estate, paying her legal battles amid ongoing battle.
Nothing like family, is there, gang?
Oh, there's nothing like it.
Warms the cockles.
Yeah. Footing the bill, DJ Khaled's former Florida home list for $16.39 million. His 1,000 square foot sneaker shrine still included.
Brushing perfect circles, Jared. Perfect circles.
You know, one of the things I love about social media, and it can be an awful cesspool, but in sports it's usually fun. And somebody put out a TikTok that I dug.
Okay.
So I want to give it a shout out. And I don't know did you see it, E? It's the one where every starting quarterback in the NFL, they found a clip from the kid in high school.
Okay.
It was cool. It was fun to look at.
Yeah.
I like that stuff.
Sure.
That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Yeah, ideally.
That's kind of the neat stuff.
I mean, no nakedness ain't supposed to be on there?
I don't need any nakedness.
Oh, okay.
You don't need no nakedness.
You never sent me that link. You never sent me that link with Nicki Minaj, too, man. I'm disappointed.
Dan was looking at that earlier, and he just about lost his mind.
I was reading the headline. I wasn't looking at anything, friend. Tell Jeff that the head in the sand comment was outstanding. A quick poll. I didn't even catch it.
That was a quick one. Yeah, you didn't catch it.
What was it?
You said the ostrich was captured. I said he immediately was hired by Major League Baseball, where he proceeded to shove his head in.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's kind of ties into the whole Shohei things.
That was good.
I love this. You hate the Knowles have slapped that swamp blank twice. You're right, buddy. I don't know how I'm going to make it through my day today knowing that Florida, who will go to the College World Series, lost the regular season series to FSU for the first time in how long, Dan?
Since 15.
Yeah, since 2015. So, yeah, you're right, buddy. Meanwhile, tell me two players who play for the Knowles. I'll wait.
Oh.
This is the drill. We'll introduce you to Jaguars today next.
Heavens.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
A slice of home, no matter how far from Jacksonville life takes you.
It's a miracle!
Download the 1010XL and XL 92.5 FM apps for free on Apple and Android devices to listen anywhere in the world.
At Honda, we appreciate all the comparisons to other vehicles. And no matter how many times they compare their vehicles to a Honda, only a Honda is a Honda. Remember, value, quality, safety, there is no substitute. Visit your local Honda dealer now and experience the difference.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their physicians. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
Electricians, innovators, and tech enthusiasts, listen up. Miller Electric is shaping the future, and we want you to be a part of it. From healthcare and data centers, corporate offices, aviation, and industrial facilities, Miller Electric is powering the most exciting projects in Jacksonville and beyond. We offer not just a job, but a thrilling career with great pay and incredible benefits. Visit us at millercareers.com to apply. Miller Electric, where your skills meet our vision and equal opportunity employer.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On March 27, 1998, the Bulls and Hawks match up at Georgia Dome in front of 62,046 people, largest crowd in NBA history.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, you spend a lot of time talking about diamonds, but what about some of the colored stones we see?
Frank, when you talk about colored stones, there are literally hundreds of varieties and species in the gem kingdom. As certified gemologists, we're trained gemologically on the identification of each of these and can separate the man-made synthetics and imitations from the real thing. But at Underwoods, we can go to the next step. At Underwoods, we're active buyers of loose-colored stones in the world markets, so we have an understanding of the values of colored stones as they relate back to the various qualities. In fact, just like diamonds, we buy most of our colored stones loose, then create the pieces of jewelry to hold the gems. You can be assured not only of the authenticity and quality of our colored stone jewelry, but also of the value. So if you're in the market for a fine quality emerald, sapphire, ruby, aquamarine, amethyst, citrine, tourmaline, peridot, or any other gemstone, come by and see us at Underwood's.
Round up a foursome of friends and test your aim to help kids succeed. It's the 6th annual Clay Shoot to support the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida and Mackenzie's Camp Deep Pond. The fun happens Thursday, May 13th at Jack's Clay Target Sports. Get your team and the Boys and Girls Club take care of the rest. Ammo, cart, clays, breakfast bites, lunch, and goodies. Proceeds benefit 56 area clubs serving over 5,200 area kids every day. Go to bgcnf.org/events.
Ready to join the team? The Jaguars and our stadium partners are hosting a job fair Wednesday, April 3rd to find enthusiastic new faces to serve as ushers, ticket takers, concessionaires, security, and more for the upcoming season. Stop by the Fields Auto Group Terrace Suite at Everbank Stadium from 3 till 8 p.m. on April 3rd to apply. Professional dress, a pen, and a smile are all you need, so stop by the job fair to be a part of Jaguars Game Day.
Equal Opportunity Employer.
David here with Royal Pest Services. Man, don't let your yard be torn up by that heavy aeration machine this spring. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to learn more about our granular aeration. Broadcast throughout the tree and shrubs to break up that compacted soil. Visit RoyalPestServices.com.
Hey, Hicken here. You know I'm a hometown guy. Nothing like home in Jacksonville, Florida. Great place to live. Spring's here. Everything's green and blooming. Also means we need to do some deep cleaning inside the house. And gang, that's where Zero Res comes in. Zero Res will clean your tile, your grout, your carpets, your area rugs, your furniture, and more. Right now, offer 25% off tile and grout cleaning. Zero Res. You spell it forwards. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Let's go! A night of excitement and fun with the Jacksonville Sharks is here. Next Saturday, April 6th, 7 p.m. at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Cheer the Sharks on to victory as they take on the Bay Area Panthers. With tickets as low as $15, you can't find this kind of family affordable fun anywhere else. Call 904-621-0700 or jackssharks.com. Let's go! This game is Western Night. Dust off your boots and cowboy hats. The first 2,500 fans receive a replica championship rally towel.
Hey, it's Sharks head coach Jason Gibson. Come out to our first game against the defending IFL champions, the Bay Area Panthers. Show them how life is in the Shark Tank. Let's go.
Don't miss the fun next Saturday, April 6th, 7 p.m. at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. For tickets, call 904-621-0700, 621-0700, or jackssharks.com. Let's go. Again, 904-621-0700.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yes. Hello, Tony.
Good morning.
Sorry, I dropped my glasses. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What's cooking day? It's Hump Day Wednesday here on Jaguars Today.
It is.
What are you going to do for the listener today, my friend?
We'll check in with Johnny O.
Johnny O.
In the second hour of the program. And our question of the day today.
Talk to me.
Asking, based on where the roster stands right now.
Right now.
Which position or group would you least like to see the Jacksonville Jaguars spend an early pick on in the 2024 draft? The positions we have.
I'm not allowed to say quarterback again?
No.
He keeps giving me these questions. Which position are you most okay with? Quarterback. Which
yeah. But the positions we have as options, defensive tackle, edge, offensive line, wide receiver.
Okay.
Which group would you, like right now, just looking at it and say that's the one that is the least the one that I'd like to see them do?
I remain, maybe I'm wrong here. You guys can answer your opinions here. I remain a bit concerned about the offensive line, dude. I know we got Mitch Morse, and I think that's great. We were a horrible offensive line last year. That's a unit. And we're adding one person. He's got a little bit of a history of concussion, so there's a little gamble there. He did play all the games last year. And if he were to get banged up and miss time, our center would be back in, and we'd have the same five. Does anybody else think we could use a guy there?
Well, so that's the opposite, though, of the question he's asking.
No, I know. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking.
The one that I would be, I could probably defensive tackle only because of where we pick. You said first-round pick. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's the question?
17.
Yeah. No, although if Byron Murphy's there, that would be,
Right.
I think those are all pretty similar.
Right, there are names, and it's like I could see them doing that, right? So
I don't
Well,
think
they're not taking an offensive lineman in the first.
No.
Right.
Well, unless
Well,
a
they might
guy
take a tackle.
They could.
Well,
like
yeah.
Like, I think
J.C.
it's
Latham
legitimate
fell
that they
down there.
could.
If somebody
Yeah.
fell, I
Yeah.
could see him doing it.
I guess
I don't
so.
think they'll take one of those mid-tackle guys, but if one of those top two fall for some reason.
Yeah.
I think I read that. And tell me if I'm wrong.
I think they
here,
like
Tone.
Latham.
I think I read that the Saints guy, Ramczyk,
Mhm.
is not going to be ready. His knee's not. They're
Well,
worried about that, which
yeah.
immediately makes my tentacles go. Saints, who pick ahead of the Jags.
Yeah.
There's another offensive tackle slot going.
Yeah, and I think, look, you can't ignore the way they're talking about this offensive tackle class.
Right.
Right? Like, they're talking about it like this being
One of the best ever.
There's a lot of
offensive tackle class, right? And I know, like, Chad Ryder, I asked him yesterday, how deep into the draft do you think you could find an offensive tackle that could start? He's like, I don't know, 4, 5.
You know what bothers
Like,
me about
fourth,
that,
fifth
though?
round, he thinks that you may be able
So
to
you're
draft a guy
you're
that
talking
walks
about
in and can
depth.
start.
You're talking about depth.
But there is a lot of options,
Uh-huh.
in that regard. So maybe that pushes, offensive tackle specifically down for the Jags, but we're not their evaluators.
Well,
I
it
don't
makes
know
you,
how they
as you
feel
say
about
this, maybe the defensive tackle edge because the corner and receiver are pretty good depth positions too in this draft.
They are.
Receiver especially.
It's funny, but like I think when you tell me that, the first thing I think of, and it's kind of proven not to be true, so you never know, right? We can sit here and say all we want, but we never really know until they all get into the league and perform. But who's the first offensive tackle? Joe Alt?
Yeah.
And where is he projected? Like 6'7"?
Yeah.
Tennessee,
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically right there.
And so way back when the Jags had the second overall pick and they took Luke Jokel, okay, and the Chiefs had the first overall pick and they took Eric Fisher.
Yes.
And then I think Lane Johnson went after that. But those were like 3 of the first 4
They
picks.
were.
Yeah.
Right? And 2 of them, Fisher was okay.
Yeah.
Jokel was not. Lane Johnson was very good.
Yeah, Fisher was much better than Jokel.
Right,
Yes.
and that was more a reflection of
The teams
that
they were on.
class.
Yeah.
And the teams they were
Right,
on.
like
Also a
that
good
was
point.
a really weak draft.
Right.
In most people's minds,
Right.
the Jags happen to be picking second
Right.
in a weak draft, and it's like, well, there's no edge guy
Right.
that everyone has at the top.
What was
There's
the
no
kid-
quarterback that everyone has at the top.
Was it
There's a bunch of
Ansa in that
linemen.
draft? Was that the other guy? Wasn't it Ezekiel Ansa?
Ansa, yeah.
Wasn't he the
Yeah.
like
Ziggy.
third
Yep.
pick by the Lions or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was
There
like,
just wasn't
you're
a
right.
whole
It was
lot of
not
that. Like there wasn't a rush to get
Right.
X. This year there may be 5 quarterbacks off the board
Also
before
true.
the Jags pick,
Yeah.
right? And there's
And that's
3
good.
wide receivers
That's
that they're
good.
talking about
Yeah.
the moment they walk in, that guy can top your depth chart. Like most drafts don't. That draft certainly didn't have that.
No.
When they were looking at those options, this
Right.
draft does.
Right.
And they're picking 17. Now, I don't know how many guys in this draft, even with that many players being talked about that way, teams have a true first-round grade on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that number is. It may be 15. It may be 20. I don't know. It's not going to be 32 because it just doesn't generally work that way. But this class is very different than that one just from I feel better about an offensive tackle if they took him this year at 17 than I probably did that year.
Yeah.
Right? Like it felt like, all right, they're going to take a tackle. They have
If
to.
they took, last question, Tony, if they took an offensive tackle, in your opinion, at 17,
Yeah.
how does that fit into the structure of the Jags offensive
I'd
line?
be curious to see what they would want to do with it, right? Because it does feel like they know who the 2 starters are, and they're pretty good
Yeah.
at swing.
Mhm.
Walker Little's as good a third tackle as you're going to find,
Right.
In most places. But they do have 2 of those guys that are free agents next year.
Sure.
And they still have the option, if that happened, they could still walk away from Cam right then, right? Like it's not like they're losing money by doing it that way if that's how that situation plays out. Like they could draft a guy and say, okay, that's our left tackle or our right tackle, and Anton's the other tackle, and bye-bye Cam.
Yeah.
Like they could handle it that way. The way they've handled Cam the whole time, that's not what I would expect.
Right.
The team to do. I would expect that they would draft a guy who has flexibility to play anywhere on the line, and they go into camp saying, fight for a job, man.
Right.
Like I think that would be the way that they'd handle it. The best 5 are going to play, right? And we'd all be going, well, who are the best 5?
Right.
Like, and how do you
Right.
determine that during a NFL training camp where how much are you hitting? Like we'd have all those questions, but I wouldn't question them doing the the pick of offensive tackle wouldn't bother me all that much.
Okay.
At 17.
Well, I think that's fair. Mike and Tony continuing to build the Jaguars roster this offseason. We appreciate that. That's coming up at 10 o'clock with Jaguars today. Our Hump Day Edition program is over. Average show today.
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
You know.
We got to kind of try to juice it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't go below average. You know, I think if we can just maybe set average.
Yeah.
But
average is a goal.
Yeah. I mean,
Joel Damon like
definitely
today.
see us losing to Arkansas at home today.
What was Joel Damon like? It wasn't, you know,
Oof.
We didn't play like a top 10 guy.
That means like maybe not even a single birdie.
Probably not.
Oof.
Although Joel Damon did play well with the players. He made some cash.
We'll go to the range and see you tomorrow. I don't do it for a Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
It's coming, it's finally here. Are you ready for